Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Hello, Charky. Hello, Johnny.
Hey,
Hello.
guys.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Skyscraper. This is the show in which we play Skyscraper for the PlayStation 2. Funny story about this one. Charky,
Yes?
you played this as part of one of the recent Games from a Hat PS2 edition streams.
I did. I went into it never having heard of it, having no idea what it was, and discovering myself, I was like, oh, this is special and not good.
I was familiar with this one. I think I maybe suggested that put this one in the hat.
You actually did not. I found this one on my own.
Okay, very good then.
I just saw a game that's a Skyscraper. But yeah, you did say afterwards that you were familiar with this game.
I am. Not to the extent that I had played it previously. This will be one of them blind playthroughs for the most part. I think I played a few levels just to make sure I knew how to play the game. But yeah, I've known this one by reputation. Originally released October 24th, 2008, across the PlayStation 2 and PC. The release date for PC is a little speculative there. It was a 2008 release. I don't know if it released the same day as the PS2 version, but neither here nor there. Released August 27th, 2010 on the Nintendo Wii, and there's also a PS3. It's a downloadable game on PS3. One of the games to earn that honor, if you will. This was developed by one Atomic Planet Entertainment and published by our favorite publishers at Midas Interactive, our favorite purveyors of budget dog shits. And Atomic Planet Entertainment as well. Oh.
Remind me, what is the relation between Midas and Phoenix? If you know, like, how does that relationship work?
Was it a sub-label situation, or did they acquire Phoenix at some point? I don't remember offhand. I unfortunately do not have the full details on that, but I know there is a connection. I know you're correct in that assessment. I know they both hailed from the UK. I can tell you that much for free. Atomic Planet, though, I was going to say that this is not their first appearance on the show. We have previously played, in full, Beverly Hills Cop on the PS2, yes. Which was a doozy. We also played, in part, Demon Summoner on the PS2. I don't remember what the context for that one was, but it was a rough one. And beyond that...
That was Vampire Night, I believe.
That parses. That checks out to me. Folk might also know them for their work on the likes of Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo for the Game Boy Advance, the Miami Vice PS2 and Xbox game. They did the PS2 port of The Guy game, and a few other credits. Mostly games of, let's say, this budget in scale, though. This is what they're primarily known for, at least in our circles, at least in the bad game space. They are known for their work on Beverly Hills Cop and Demon Summoner. But this was one of their last games. One of the last ones they worked on. It's in the FPS mold, same as Demon Summoner and Beverly Hills Cop. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they shared some, let's say, foundational code between them all. But this one looks a little special to me. I think there might be something here. The premise of this game is effectively Die Hard with a dweeb, as I have summated it, playing as John McClane. You play as a scientist who has to take back a skyscraper, a Nakatomi Plaza-esque high-rise wherein your girlfriend is held captive. We'll get into that. We'll get into the story as presented in the manual, which I managed to track down, which has some interesting quirks. Interesting little tidbits on our character. But before we get into any of that, we of course have to get into Charky's Stream Snack.
Alright, tonight's stream snack is Wow Bao Barbecue Pork Bao. This is, I think, my favorite flavor of the bunch. So, going for a good one tonight. I still have some of the spicy beef left, but I was like, I kind of just woke up. I don't think I need spicy at this moment.
Do we need to
tonight's
fundraise some new stream snacks for you? Can we find more just to increase the variety a little bit? What can we get you? What food would you like us to send your way? I'll send it by snail mail. I'll cook a meal and I'll put it in post.
honestly, what I want more than anything in terms of like new stuff is new energy drinks. Like energy drinks I have not had in the show yet. That like food, like whatever. I do like going back to food that I like because I will always be having jalapeno poppers on the show, you know. But what I think I need are new energy drinks because tonight's is a repeat. Tonight's energy drink is Alani Nu Energy Pink Slush, which is my favorite of the Alani Nu slushy flavors. So going for some good flavors tonight. Let me just go ahead and have a drink of that real quick to just confirm that it is good.
I'm drinking my Monster. Johnny, what are you drinking on? Coffee?
It's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being sourced some new stream snacks. The problem is I go to the grocery store, right, like once a month and get food. Food is expensive, and also I get a little overwhelmed looking at all the food. Like there's so many things I could do for stream snacks, and I'm like, oh man, what do I have time to make? What would I want to eat? How long have I been standing here looking at stuff in this aisle while I have other stuff I need to check out? So, I don't know, maybe one day we'll open a P.O. box and people can send in mystery food. That's actually, now that I say that out loud, that's a bad idea. Alright, that'll do it for tonight's stream snack.
Very good, and thank you. It's unfortunate none of us had chocolate cake. That would have been the tie-in to tonight's particular game, but
Oh
can
yeah.
you do?
Oh well.
Well,
about that.
That being said, let's get into the main stage. Before we launch the game, just a couple pages. This isn't a full history section or anything. I just want to take a look at an archive of the Midas Interactive website, wherein they advertise Skyscraper, priced £4.99. Wednesday night at Tigra Group, chemical researcher Chris Wilson finds himself walking out of the lift after it bizarrely stops at the 20th floor. Exiting the lift, he finds a security guard lying dead in front of him. Panic enters his body and his vision narrows. That explains the low FOV in this game. Chris is left with a seemingly impossible mission ahead of him: survive and save his girlfriend and colleagues by attacking his aggressors. A simple man.
I feel like maybe he hasn't worked at an office for very long. If his response to an elevator stopping at a floor that he didn't press the button for is go, how mysterious.
A
It's
simple
like
man.
not knowing how elevators work, that other people can also request the elevator to stop while you're on the way.
In the wrong place at the wrong time, with all the odds against him, Chris has to become a killer in order to become a hero. What are the features? 20 floors of intense survival situations and varied objectives. Numerous missions include gun combat, bomb making, puzzle solving, and many other challenges. Learn how to mix up chemicals to create bombs, and how to use a gun as a first timer. Realistic weapons, which advance in style and power with every accomplished level.
Hell yeah, style meter.
Hack the building security systems to keep yourself hidden from the terrorists and buy yourself crucial extra time. Gather medical kits to nullify the effects of your illness. We'll get back to that. Essential in order to complete each mission. Storyline follows realistic terrorist attack scenarios, but good could prevail if you succeed in your tasks. A unique mixture of FPS and strategy plots that creates an exhilarating new challenge.
I still don't know what that last one means.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
Thank you, Midas, for the brief on that one. And then next, what I have here, I promised a snippet from the manual, which will again rehash the plot, but will also elucidate another odd detail of this game that will factor into gameplay. Skyscraper. Just when he thought his day couldn't get any worse, Christopher Wilson, a scientist working at Tigra Chemical Research, finds himself trapped in his office after a mercenary assault on the building. With all his colleagues held hostage, Chris must take matters into his own hands. A man in the wrong place at the wrong time, with the odds stacked against him. Chris also suffers from a rare medical condition that causes his sight to become impaired over time. Not the most helpful affliction when you are trying to take on a building full of terrorists. Add to that the fact that Chris knows very little about guns, even simple actions such as how to reload them, and it's hard to imagine any bookkeeper would give him odds better than winning the lottery. Although it pays to remember that someone has to win the lottery. Then some more features, controls for the PC version. I mentioned the PC version. We could have played the PC version if not for some mouse input issues. It actually ran mostly fine, but so a couple of the interesting quirks. You mentioned the disease, his rare medical condition, his unnamed medical condition. This builds up at a steady pace as you play through the level and is reset when you start each new floor. Be warned that any undue exertion, such as engaging in a lengthy firefight or taking severe amounts of damage, will cause the symptoms to increase dramatically. Luckily enough, the treatment for this condition is developed at the Tigra Research Facility. That's convenient. This medication can be found throughout the building that will help reduce the symptoms of Chris's illness. There's also...
Now, see, when we originally played this, Sid and I were trying to figure out what the pills you collect are, and we thought it was like... maybe it was health, and I was like, no, that's obviously not health. Maybe it's like an armor, but like, no, it wasn't armor. It's like, it's this apparently. Your vision.
Yes. Yeah, it was not explained in game, from what I recall.
No, that's why we're reading this supplemental material here, the manual and so forth, because they do explain it. They also explain chemical mixing. Mixing chemicals is simply a case of finding the right components to make the chemicals that you require. Once you have found the correct number of each component, you simply need to go to a chemical mixing machine, activate it, and select the required chemical mix that you want. The new chemical will be automatically added to your inventory.
Another thing we couldn't figure out while we were playing.
And then some mini games.
Mm-hmm.
These are going to be fun. Question mark? Citation needed? Oh, and here's our credits roll in case they don't have one in the game. Who's to say? Scrolling. Thanks, Tim Jennings, for your IT coordination. Thank you, Pit Stop Productions, for your masterful vocal recording skills.
No credit on who did the voice, though. That's
no credit for catering either.
Yeah, they don't credit the voice actor. Okay. All right, maybe it was one of the Pit Stop crew. Maybe it was Mark Pennick. He did sound effects, right, and music, so maybe sound effects includes voiceover. Who's to say? That's enough putting it off. It's time to launch the PS2 version. I will be playing the game tonight as the resident first-person shooter expert, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. As the resident, I already played this game once, so someone else could do it this time.
Yeah, you did your part. You already did your due diligence, so...
However, I did offer... Now, we did have an agreement in a much older episode of the Simple 2000 series.
Oh, yeah.
Where you have to do all slide puzzles from now on. But I offer tonight to help you with the slide puzzles in this game. Because I know how to actually do slide puzzles.
Good. I don't.
You know what? After the show, I can teach you how to do a slide puzzle. It's actually very easy.
Okay. I will take you up on that. It would be helpful to know.
Yes.
Oh, it's not recognizing my controller for starts. That's good. I know how to fix this. I know what went wrong. There we go. Start? Hey, there we are. Okay, they do have the credits in the game. That's good. What are our options? Some sensitivity settings, controls, throw chemical, shoot, zoom, cover, etc., etc., etc. Always good to refresh yourself on these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Let's start a new game, why don't we? I'll start it on, yeah, as far as I made it, stage 3 in this, apparently. Though I did play a bit of the PC, a bit more of the PC version. Wish I could be playing that version, but it was agreed that having save states was probably pretty important beyond the fact that the mouse look was a little fucked. So, let's meet our hero. In the elevator. Floor 20, server 7.
Yeah, I don't think this game has mid-level checkpoints, so.
I had just popped across the road for some of my girlfriend's favourite cake so that we could keep burning the midnight oil at the office. Things often go wrong when I'm out at the office. Today was no exception. Bad guys with guns, a limited knowledge of firearms, no power to the elevators, and 40 floors to climb. This is definitely one of the more interesting problems I've had to face in my life.
Well, I'm glad he's happy to be here. Excited to be here.
Dead on the floor made me feel slightly guilty that I didn't ever get to know the security staff.
I didn't have this on my 2008 bingo card.
So, right out the gate.
The first episode.
Right out the gate, interesting protagonist. By interesting, I mean tedious.
Locked down in the case of an emergency, thus creating a hazard by eliminating numerous possible escape routes.
He's got the bride British wit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was trying to think how to describe this specific accent they're going for. It's the current vibe I get. It's like a young Michael Caine, but he has a deviated septum.
With people.
So a Cockney.
Suppose I've never been good of people, I say, after murdering
my first 2 men.
It definitely, the way he talks feels like it should be a narration in like a Guy Ritchie film. And that was probably the vibe they were trying to go for.
Speaking of Guy Ritchie films, I watched The Gentleman last night. It was fine.
So this is Pipe Dream, except you need to pay time to unlock pieces.
Yeah.
It's Pipe Dream with extra steps. Luckily, I think I'm qualified to do these sorts of puzzles at the very least.
Bob Nader in chat says, so I said this before, but I get the feeling that this writer really was hoping to be the next Yahtzee.
I could see it. Not
It's
him
a
being the next
roundabout way of
Yahtzee, I
saying-
can see.
Which is a roundabout way of saying he wanted to be a British comedy writer, I think.
Down.
Uh-huh.
Down. And then I just need one more piece to complete my perfect circuit. Well, I'm not going to get the piece I want.
Yeah, that's the thing I recall from, because I was in the chat. But the game's
you have the pieces to make this work right now.
Yes.
You just need a side piece.
And then a oh no. Ah!
You told me, right? That you were watching me do this.
Yes, and I was screaming at the screen while you were playing this. I was like, no, do this. But it's hard. I have show jitters now.
No, the thing is, because there are multiple solutions to this puzzle, there are like 2 sets of eyes. Because I was looking at the one piece you need to move to make it work. And so in my mind, I was like, no, just get that one. So, I mean, that's how, it's the same thing, right? When you're watching someone play Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you're missing that piece. It's like, it's always different if you're sitting there watching versus if you're sitting there playing.
I will say your strategy of just hitting all the pieces, giving yourself every piece of the top, so you have like barely any time to solve the puzzle.
Go to the third row left.
No, I got it.
And use the straight piece.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, so here's
necessity to damage office equipment to further my progression is strangely satisfying.
Anyway, so what I was going to say is, for the sake of this, especially on those puzzles, Johnny, I think you and I should not be calling out answers to cats. That's just going to make things more frustrating.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
But that is the case with any sort of puzzle like this. Is if you're sitting there and watching, you just can see answers that the person.
Yeah.
Cover, by the way, isn't that
also
neat?
My strategy of just picking every piece and then going? Mostly works. If you can get every piece and you can just see, what that path you need to take is, then you can just quickly put it all together.
Yeah.
You don't need that much time if you have every piece available to you.
Yeah. And the thing I noticed when I was watching the Games from a Hat is that the pieces it gives you are random every time you do the puzzle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it does feel like, though it's meant for multiple solutions, it does feel like by random you could end up only having one possible solution, and you were building the wrong track, so you're just screwed, kind of thing.
You see those chemicals in the bottom left corner? Those won't come into play for several levels, though they will show us beakers, multiple beakers. We cannot pick these up yet. You may have noticed our vision's starting to get a little hazy. That's what we pick up.
And
the
those,
for.
I was about to say, those green med packs are for your pills.
I was thinking about it.
I never noticed my vision getting hazy, though. I'm sure it was, but I never noticed it.
maybe it has to be really low for that to happen. Like, it's
We'll
not a gradual
see.
thing.
We will absolutely see it in time.
Also,
I was thinking about it. It's both a time limit thing, but I was wondering, considering how this must be influenced by Die Hard, if it's their equivalent of the no shoes, no socks, like penalty that McClane has in the movie. Like, they had to think of some debuff to give the guy. A legally distinct debuff.
Yes.
all right.
Keep talking.
I'll wait for
I
my
need silence.
No, I was going to ask you a question, but you probably don't need
Ask
to
me
answer
a question. It's fine.
All right.
I can.
All right, so what do you think about this time to kill in this game?
I love it. I love quick
Yeah.
time to kill. So the fact that people go down in like mostly just like one shot, I think is actually awesome, inspired, beautiful. Even I would go as far as to say.
I prefer it over, because I mess with it a little bit, over Beverly Hills Cop.
Well, yeah, it's easy to prefer
I-
most of this game to Beverly Hills Cop, I will say.
Yeah.
I got this. Very good. Also, please keep eyes on chat for me, because I'm going to be occupied. Windows XP.
Bottom two.
Yeah, I
are
saw the bottom
matches.
two.
Yep. Anyway, Bob in chat says, I just realized this feels like a game that gaming in the Clinton years would come up with.
Imagine a plot where your scientist has diminishing vision. Imagine the drama as his vision gets hazy and he can't see shit.
You have to go save your girlfriend who has breast cancer.
Now, see, these kinds of puzzles I'm good at.
Whee!
That was basically flawless.
Oh, I love the camera work on that.
Yeah, that's very Beverly Hills Cop. Those motion track cam. Oh shit!
Whoa! You know, I know it's a concession to the fact that you are playing the video game, but you are like more sturdy than these
Oh, I best slide into cover here. I'm getting shot. Sorry. Go ahead, Sharky.
No, I got my sentence out there.
Oh, that guy just schmooved like out of the way.
It was very impressive. It was the right move.
Yeah.
By the way,
serious business.
you are. I didn't notice, but you are picking up multiple guns, right? Because you can hold 2 guns at a time.
Yes, I have my 2 guns.
Okay.
You can't reload in this game. They mentioned that because we're an amateur, we don't know how to reload guns.
Yeah.
You think a scientist would be able to figure it out? There's a button you press, it releases the magazine.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because okay, so I'm from England. I haven't been to America. I haven't been to a place. If you go to the countryside areas in the UK, you can find guns. That's not
Just
where I
laying
live.
around.
But as someone who has not used real guns, I was curious of like how hard is it realistically to learn reload a handgun if you've never used one before?
Not very. They have releases where you release the magazine, and as long as you put the magazine, the replacement magazine in the right way. Oh, he was just saying he needed.
Sometimes
a med kit.
there's no subtitles.
I need a med kit. I think
No, like,
I need a med kit to heal my wounds.
Oh,
yeah.
Atomic. They snuck their name in.
What was I about to say? But yeah, if you took like a minute to poke at a gun and press the things that aren't the trigger, then you could probably figure out.
Very easily, yes.
I think I'm seeing the vision.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Blood is probably against health and safety regulations.
I'm going to heal my health, and you'll notice this won't fix the vision. I can fix it by picking that up. I'm not going to. Let's see how bad this gets.
If I have to be fighting mercenaries anywhere, I'm glad it's in the building that makes my medication.
I do like he makes the health and safety joke about the bleeding everywhere. He makes
As he bleeds out.
I don't have a license for these bullet hole wounds jokes for us. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and then the field of vision in this game is already dubious at best. For those who don't know, by the way, I realize that some people don't know what field of vision, field of view means. It's basically how much peripheral vision you get in a video game, right? How wide the lens is. And in this case, you see it zoom out, like all the way back in, and then zoom in this way. This would be higher FOV. this would be lower FOV, never mind the cam rotation and stuff. But, you know, you generally, I personally prefer a higher FOV in the hundreds.
It also does depend on the person in terms of what your tolerance is.
Yes.
Because too high of an FOV will make me motion sick.
Yep, I have that problem.
Oh, my health is draining.
It's
He's screaming as his health is draining from the lack of vision. Okay, so I did not realize that penalty.
He can't see so bad it hurts.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but I noticed this thing when you go to, I don't know if US pet shop do this, but like some pet shops for the fish tanks, they'll use weird kind of glass that makes it easier to see the fish, and that
prismatic
glass fucks with my, it makes my brain hurt to look at it. And if a field of vision, like FOV setting is too high, I get that same issue.
Yeah, I'm getting that issue from how low the FOV is here.
Low can be just as bad as well, yeah.
My phone does this thing where it has like a 30 times zoom on it, and which is bad. Like if you use the zoom past like maybe 3, it starts getting all grainy and shit and looks awful. But it also lets you zoom out beyond 1 times, so you can get like to 0.5 zoom.
Yeah, like a panoramic. Yeah,
and that's using like a wide angle, higher FOV lens that is on the one of the other cameras on here.
I noticed you're shooting the camera's cast. Does that actually have a gameplay
I don't
effect,
think so.
I
just think it's fun. I just enjoy doing property damage as much as I can in video games.
It is fun.
Okay, let's make some progress by doing some of these side circuits and just sort of snaking it around. That'll get us up slowly but surely.
Yeah, you have enough to. I think you have enough to do it.
Yeah, I just need this piece here, and we're good.
Okay.
Oh! Whoa! All right,
that
we're
guy.
good.
I don't think that guy attacked me when I did. He was just standing there like he was watching me unlock it.
Wait, hold on. Server. Okay. It did say server 7. On the,
okay, I was curious.
Title.
I just wanted to check. This did come out after BioShock.
Yes, it did. Took some cues from in its design, clearly. The game just reminds me most of, well, I guess I'll say it after the dialogue that it will inevitably be at the top of this particular mission.
Power seems to be even less stable than usual. I suppose I best head down to the basement and see if I can restore some power, since no one else is.
Since no one else is, I guess.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, I guess.
We can't go up. We should go down then. We should just take the stairs all the way down to the basement, and of course, fucking of course, nothing. And I know there's another mini cutscene coming up, so.
The lift exploded on the maintenance management floor. The irony is not lost on me. Of course, at the first sign of fire, the sprinkler system fails. It worked fine last week when I was trying to test chemicals in arid conditions. Typical.
I'm so glad this guy's happy to be here.
He is so British. Like, this is like the most British voiceover I've ever heard. Just like complaining all the time,
Whinging.
Constant sarcasm,
murdering people and going like, well, I guess I'm okay with this.
All right, poke your head out. Wait, where are they shooting me through?
Is it hitting you, or are they just shooting to just kind of spook you?
No, you definitely took a shot.
Oh yeah, because you don't get hit indicated. Whoa!
Really hurts.
You on the
really?
Medkit.
Oh, it really hurts.
He's still talking about wanting a med kit while he's dead on the ground.
I sure wish I was alive. Goodbye. Okay, 2 things. 1, I realized last night if anyone ever wanted to play like Bad Game Hall of Fame Bingo, like one of the squares could be me saying goodbye. The other thing is
down to the basement and see if I can...
yeah, if you look in the upper left, you know, the whole icon getting more disheveled. when Cass took that shot, our guy went from standing up straight to just kind of like
Exploded on the main.
leaning over. So Cass definitely got shot like through a wall.
Of course, at the first.
Oh, Cass.
Sprinkler system.
Yes.
Nope, never mind. I was gonna say maybe let's quick save here so you don't have to watch the elevator explode.
Oh, it's the beginning of the level. Give me some credit here.
No, I just meant, you know, if it happens again, we don't have to watch those unskippable cutscenes, kind of thing. I do like they went for this. Oh god, the back of his head.
So when I played this, I didn't use save states at all.
So here's my thing. Right, this game doesn't provide you any mid-level checkpoints. If you fail at the end of the level, you're back to the beginning of the level. And the thing is that, you know, we're a channel, we're known for our, let's say, liberal use of rewinds and save states and stuff, which I don't think conveys how tedious games can be appropriately, right?
Yeah.
People will say that, well, if you can just, like, save state your way through it, yeah, you'll play the game in, like, you know, 1/15 the time it takes a normal player to beat it. You don't know how frustrating it is to... And the reason we do it is because we want to keep the show moving along, primarily. But this game is supposed to run, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours in playtime.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I think we can afford to... I'm going to use save states, obviously, to especially during, like, tricky parts. But I do want to convey what it is to lose that amount of progress.
Yeah.
I feel like that is... With a game so short, you want to, on some level, represent that experience of that frustration that comes with. So I have, like... I'm going to call it a game of yards, the way I'm going to use save states here. Which is...
that's fair.
If I die in the middle of a level, I will take the death. And then I will replay the level up to the point where I previously died. Let's say I died here, had to restart the level, made it back to this point. I would save state at this point. That is what we will do, and that is how
I like
we will...
that. Yeah. I feel that's cool.
Although, you do bring up a point about the whole, like, not experiencing the team of the game, because I brought that up to you before. Because there was... I still remember this. There was an instance of... X-Blades, I think that's what that game was called.
Yeah,
the rollerblading game.
Yeah, the PS1 version specifically, right?
Yeah. And I was playing it on my own as like this was when there was a Discord stream before we actually did it.
Yeah, this is an important moment in Bad Game Hall of Fame history. We reference this a lot internally.
Where I was playing the game and I was like, this is one of the worst. Like, of these kind of games I've ever played, this feels awful. And then you played it, and you were like, this control's fine, but the whole time you were rewinding to, like very liberally, like, oh, I fell off this thing. I'm going to rewind real quick and then get back on. I'm going to rewind real quick and get back on. And you're like, oh, this control's fine. I'm like, no, that's not. You don't know what it's like unless you're not rewinding.
That's how I teach myself controls. When I do that, I am like, well, I could trial and error this by losing the level and having to restart it and doing that a number of times, but I prefer to just be like, okay, what's the right move in this instance? That is how I quickly, because I've played enough games to, like, understand how certain things work. This is going to be very inside baseball-y, our talks on this episode, apparently. By the way, I'm backtracking to get some of those medkits from the beginning of the stage because this is untenable.
I do like they do these, you know, they're not doing hit indicators, but I do like the little... I don't know what to call this. I was just going to call it, like, portal infograph stuff, but that's
little
not...
stick man, really.
Yeah, but that, like, infograph style, like, office kind of info. Though, you know, not very official looking. It does look like someone made this in Paint. Paint gets the job done, though.
Yeah,
I still use Paint from time to time. It's all good.
What were you going to say, Cass?
Oh, I don't remember. We were talking about how it was inside baseball in this episode, and how we're just like talking about the show process. And
my only worry with like dying and repeating and stuff was just how many unskippable stuff at the start levels there is.
Well, that's part of the experience.
I mean,
that is part of the experience, though. Yeah.
Less show process. What I wanted to talk about, and more of that, like, with the most like egregious use of rewind. Then it does kind of like deter away from like getting a good idea what it feels like to play it. If you can like undo your mistakes immediately and constantly do that, then you can come away with like a better opinion of the game than it deserves.
Sure, but I try to measure that.
Yeah, this right here is a case where like I don't think we're gonna save, we're not gonna save state like after every room or anything like that. and we can't rewind even if we wanted to. With a PS2 game, but like in stuff like a sports game or like a platformer, you know, if you can just constantly rewind, I feel that takes away a little bit of the frustration. Now, granted, I will call for rewinds if something's like, oh god, no, this is going to take too fucking long.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, it can be very telling if you're doing some like a platformer, for example, and there's a jump that is so hard that you've got rewind, and it still is taking you like a minute to do the one jump kind of thing, because you every time you do the jump and rewind, you still miss kind of shit.
That was pretty sick, by the way. The way I just cleared that entire hallway, the way they all just stood in like basically a row and let me mow them down. That was pretty good.
It's like everyone was just like, "What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?"
Yeah, we should move away from the inside baseball talk. We should move away from the rewind talk and focus on the game. That's what people are here for, right?
Yeah. I do wonder why they didn't go through the story plot of he doesn't have room in his pocket for magazines. They had to go like, no, he doesn't. He knows he can figure out how to shoot a gun fine, but
well, I mean, it's just
don't
point
have
and
the
aim.
reloading skill. Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Dealing with
Controversial
he's a crack shot with that gun, though.
He is. His aim is impeccable. Is the wild part of it. I think this is. How do I say this? I think it's awesome.
You got the piece you need to win. Yeah.
I think it's great. I think gameplay-wise, I think what they wanted to do was just have a game where you didn't have reloads.
Yeah.
Where you have to pick up weapons every time, which I think is great.
Yeah, I respect that design choice. I just think the justification is
it's flimsy.
not fall out well. Yeah.
Now, that was a thing in Dark Sector that I thought was going to be interesting. The idea of that, like, once you get the special glaive thing, like they introduce a reason why you can't just pick up and hold on to like a shotgun or AK or from enemies, that you have to pick it up, you have a limited amount of time to use it, and like one extra magazine, and then after that you have to throw it away. I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like, you have to like work your way forward. It tells you like you need to keep pushing forward to get new weapons to replace your old weapons. And then they just undid that system by giving you like a shop that you could buy a permanent gun from.
Certainly not fully realized, but
I was trying to figure out what they were trying to do in that room with the tables upturned with the file cabinets on them, but then I saw the guy was using it as cover. It was actually smart.
There are some AI tricks in this game that I've observed in my limited time with it.
Yeah, it's gone even bigger.
Yeah, the scale on this is...
Emerald Sunday says, I just got here. My first impression was that this was Beverly Hills Cop. That can't be good. Well, guess what?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Same developer. May even be the same engine. Who's to say?
It definitely looks like a lot of the same tech, yeah.
So far, way less glitchy than Beverly Hills Cop was.
I'll also say, slightly more inspired. It's doing some things that I don't hate.
It has voice acting,
which is a plus. This one's not going to be solvable. This one is.
It's annoying because I see the solution. I think. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I couldn't do it in time.
Thankfully, there's no penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do have to listen to the "you lost" sound, and that's just demoralizing.
True. Oh, they're giving me a grip of good pieces this time around. I should be able to solve this one without too much issue.
You know what? Beam slash. Why did I say that?
Sid.
Sid. Sid. I'm just reading the words in front of me. Don't mind me. Sid in the chat says, "What if they got this British guy to voice Axel Foley?" Like, yeah.
Would have been inspired. It would have matched because Axel Foley and Beverly Hills Cop, white, for some reason. Watch our long play, folks.
At least they got voice acting this time, even if it's just one guy like way too close to his mic.
The basement
I need
garage.
more energy drink if I'm making mistakes like this.
No? Good start. Also,
King says, "What?"
I'm gonna do the audience.
What if they got Charky? Oh. All right. Video King says, "What if they got Charky to do their Axel Foley voice for this guy?"
That would have been ideal.
What voice did I do? Balin?
Yeah, I think you did the Balin voice for that. I boosted the brightness on the audience end because this level is meant to take place in the dark because the power's off.
Yeah.
So hopefully the audience
gets
gets to see.
dark. Whoa, what was going on with the light there?
That's actually we'll see that come up in a little bit. That's essential. That's how they basically establish waypoints. That's how they basically establish points of interest and such.
Yeah, the old Valve trick. Just instead of putting a light pointing at it, just put the light source on the door. Screw it.
Bob asks, do you die if the pill meter runs out? You start losing health.
Yeah, it starts off gradually.
There's still right behind you.
Yep. I was hoping to find cover.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't just new office dress code.
Clever.
More bad guys. I hope this isn't office dress code.
It's never not funny to me. That voice will always be funny to me.
Okay, inside baseball, you know what voice I love doing the most? He's like
The
belligerent
Fred
old
Wynn.
man guy.
Yeah. Oh.
No, not the Ed Wynn voice. The belligerent old man that I did for like Ancient Roman and Gohan in that Dragon Ball Evolution thing.
You know what my least favorite voice of yours is?
Squidward?
Yeah.
The one that you never let me do?
Yeah, the one I steadfastly refuse. Whenever you start, I'm just like, nope.
I never was good with people anyway.
Ugh. This is actually the one game where that'd be appropriate, I think. This is the character that would, if he wasn't fully voice acted, would warrant that voice.
I need to work on the impression, but I can do his laugh really well. For some reason. No, the laugh.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Fuck, that is pretty good.
I just gotta turn it into actual words.
Makes sense.
I'm a Headful says, can't wait for SpongeBob night.
To the emergency generator.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
I mean, surely.
That'd be an interesting one, because I know a lot of the console games were actually decent.
And we
So it'd be
wouldn't play
interesting
those.
to see. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the bad ones were.
I know there's
There
one
would be,
plug and play. The Game Boy Advance
There's a
ones.
lot of plug and plays.
I had one of the plug and plays
Oh, look at this.
with the nose as the controller.
Follow the light.
Yeah.
What was shining here? What was it this door? Nope, you can't open the door.
Is it? Is it the angel from Blue Stinner?
Yeah, they come back. Neffy's back to save the day.
Neffy's back, baby.
Oh, someone's shooting me through
I
the
also
door.
have a theory that these mercenary terrorists are also British and have little gun experience as well.
Yeah.
That explains why you're doing so well.
Like, they don't... For as many of them as there are here, they don't seem to have a plan.
No, there's like hundreds of them. This is the biggest terrorist action there has ever been domestically in the UK.
I think
for sure.
you've already beaten John McClane's kill count.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I might be wrong about this kill count, but, you know, it was really hard for John McClane to, like, make it through that movie alive. You know how many people he got through? 12.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, who isn't a cop, just a guy who doesn't know how to use a gun, is, like, gonna go through hundreds of these people.
But he's got book smarts, you see. You know, he comes from the world of science, so his
true.
beautiful mind will...
And he's wearing shoes.
Notice how when we're super close to people, by the way, it does an automatic melee. We can also press circle to do melee, and it moves us forward a little bit. Not janky at all, as I...
Oh, I love that.
You know, that's a YouTube video in the making. Can you beat Skyscraper
without any
using
guns?
Left analog. No, without using the left analog
Oh,
stick.
even better. Even more of a challenge run. Whoa! Huh? Whoa!
You know, maybe there was a door that was supposed to.
Well, it's a
be
sliding
there.
door. It's inside the wall.
Oh, sliding door. Okay,
Yeah.
yep, that's what it is.
Okay.
He'll never shoot me behind this glass.
Oh!
Are you using a zoom button when you're in cover, or is it just zooming
Yeah,
in when you aim?
L2. I'm using L2 here as I'm out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can you? But you can't zoom in when you're first person, right?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
And if I do it while walking, it looks like I'm not doing any progress at all. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I need to go back to get that medkit now.
That's the science there, because it's not a physical zoom in.
Oh
It's
no!
just
Did I pick up the
perceiving.
medkit already? Oh shit! This is gonna get dicey. Pray for me. Pray that there's a medkit around one of these corners.
Collecting ammunition. Bad idea. Collecting ammunition moving at 300 meters per second. I do need a medkit.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't get why collecting
Oh, he's still
ammunition is a bad idea though.
Wait, I thought he was still alive.
I do like how tense this
No,
is.
Now he's still alive.
Ooh,
Oh,
the tension is real.
yeah.
Think of all the progress you're gonna lose if I die here. That's stakes,
gonna-
baby.
This is going to be a wild comparison. But there was a period where I was really into Rainbow Six
It's
Siege.
a flesh wound, but it really, really hurts. I should find a medkit.
Oh, I forgot my point. The game I was going to compare this to, since there's a Wii version of this game, Spy Games Elevator Mission, what was originally intended to be an elevator action game until company lost the rights, until Dreamco. Well, this one I can solve because it's just a matter of...
They literally showed you the solution.
Keycard refunded.
Yeah, but if this gets more elaborate, that will be a problem. We got help.
Yeah.
That's what's
Coding machine while I'm here.
important here.
What did that do for you, by the way? What?
My security
Solving that-
clearance card got upgraded,
okay.
so now I can access the door from a while ago that we could not previously open. Oh god, I am fumbling around in the dark right now.
Was there a timer on that? Did you notice, or was that?
You had a certain amount of moves you had to do.
Oh,
it
moves.
within.
Oh god, actually, okay. That might end up being an issue.
Oh god.
I can solve them fast, but like the algorithm you use to solve it involves sliding a lot of stuff around.
Well, I'll tell you this much. If we can just memorize the starting moves, and also when it comes to the matching puzzles, because I know they get to like a 9x9 grid at some point with the fucking matching puzzle.
Oh, wait,
one.
matching. Never mind. Okay, so I thought the sliding puzzles were gonna get 9x9.
They might. They might. So at some point, it might behoove us to screenshot the original matching puzzle because they show you like what all the tiles are for like a frame before it starts. So later on, if we run into trouble. Ugh, like this.
Yeah. Well, at least they don't give you limited moves here. I'm
No, they
never a
do.
fan of
Remaining
them.
lives.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? I don't know why. I thought that was the countdown timer.
Okay. Super Saiyan is one of these. No, that's headphone. Eyedropper. No, that's Bunsen burner. Okay. There. Man without hat. Test tube, was that? No, that's man with headphones. That was here. My mind palace is under renovation right now, so I forgive me as I have to think out loud. Bunsen burner. Radioactive. Fuck, I always
No,
make
no,
those.
I think they're next to each other, literally.
Man without hat. Radioactive. Isotope. Oh god, okay, it's hazard, isotope. Super Saiyan. Okay. Where's the eyedropper? Oh, okay, those two are next to each other. You're leaving me in silence right now. Say something, please.
You've got it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it. It's just...
Yeah.
Hooray, a small amount of power is restored. Now I need to see if I can
All right.
Hooray.
Nothing is ever simple.
Now more doors will open for us. Opportunity in knocking.
Oh yeah, the little stick figure is standing proud and proper now.
I think we need to make our way back out to the garage, and it may be repopulated at this stage.
So, the slide puzzle thing might be a problem, because I just tested it out. I did a 4x4, solved it in under a minute, but it was 114 moves.
Hey, boy. Okay, so I dropped my assault rifle there, which means we came from this direction, I think. Yes. I'm learning how to mentally map because there's no maps in this game. No floor plans. We do have
Open the
objectives,
car
though.
shutter.
Well, a to-do list.
We can also bring that up by pressing select for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
I should mention, I forgot to do the to-do list in the first level, where the first objective is secure cake. Referencing that cutscene where we had the cake in the elevator.
Where is the cake, though? Did you leave it
We
behind?
left it in the elevator.
That's not very secure.
That better pay off the end of the game, right? You get back in the elevator and you pick up the cake.
Oh, I bet it does. I bet that's the ending. Okay.
Battle tank ass like yellow cake, uranium. No, just a chocolate cake. The game started with us carrying a chocolate cake.
It's a flesh wound, but it really, really hurts. I should find a med kit.
This is bad.
Finding mercenaries anywhere. I'm glad it's...
I know there's more enemies coming. We're about to run out of vision. Our health is even lower.
Yep.
Did you leave behind any health kits?
God, I hope so.
Small question. I
You
just
might be better off pushing forward than running back and running out of time.
I have to do it. I have to. We're committed. What's your question, Johnny?
It's just I'm trying to figure out, does this game actually have a crouch?
No.
Yeah. I figured it didn't.
Ammunition moving at 300 meters per second.
They learned how overpowered it was in Beverly Hills Cop. They're like, none of that.
To be fighting mercenaries anywhere. I'm glad it's in the building that makes my medication.
You know, scientist man, I bet you'd maybe bleed out slower if you stopped talking constantly. Just a guess.
Oh God. It's not the bullets that'll kill us. It's our.
You're about to die from glaucoma.
Oh, look at the icon now.
By the way, rough fucking life if you need to take pills every couple of minutes or else you die.
Oh God damn it!
It definitely accelerates when you get hurt. So as long as you don't like trip or bump into someone, you're good for a couple of hours.
We have to find the answer
say something
by
nice.
ourselves.
They make you earn it. The sense of accomplishment we're gonna get from beating this game is gonna be second to none. Ay ay ay. Yeah, and it's back to the beginning of the level. All right, so I'll save state before that big firefight in the garage. That's what I'll do. That's where I will issue our save state. This is easy now. It's just tedious. It's just snaking hallways. It's just a long way to travel. But I know where the enemies are this time around for the most part. Except for that one, who I faced the wrong direction. In the second one.
Collecting ammunition. Bad idea.
All right, so I have our assault rifle this time around.
100 meters per second. I do need a med kit.
Can't open these doors yet.
And maybe I'm hoping too much for this game. I'm curious if it can simulate and keep track of how much ammo enemies use, because I get the impression they can't reload either.
They can. I think they have infinite bullets, but like whenever they do the reload animation, it resets. I think they have infinite reloads, basically.
Okay.
So whatever they drain from the magazine before you kill them is how much ammo is in the magazine when you get your hands on the gun.
Yeah.
Which is a fine way to do it if you're going to do this kind of thing where you have limited, where you're unable to reload. That is the way to do it. Is just you pick up the gun and whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want my real nice thing, if you want my real positive comment, if you want my real say something nice, again, I know we said it earlier, but I do like picking up guns constantly. I do think that is a fun way to play a first-person shooter, is to instead of just like finding your one, quote, favorite gun or whatever, is just like, it's out of ammo, next one on the ground. Because it's a great way to build momentum in a first-person shooter. It's a great way to like keep you on a forward track.
Can you think of games besides this one that like force you to do that throughout the game?
Super hot.
Okay. Hotline Miami is another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
games that force you to do it. That's Oh, out of ammo for this gun.
I mean, it's definitely to a lesser extent, but Halo was always built around that idea.
Yeah, but Halo doesn't force you to do it. As in,
Yeah.
like,
Not much. There are a couple of situations where you'll just stop finding ammo for certain weapons. So
But I'm talking
you'll end up
about a
having to
game.
change.
I'm talking about the game that like centers around that mechanic. So like I said, like a Super Hot and like I said, like a Hotline Miami.
Does Maximum Action, the other New Blood, that's an early access New Blood game that I believe, I could be misremembering that. I think they might have reloads actually.
Emerald Sundisc in chat says, "I am your beast."
I can't turn around because I can do this.
Whoop.
Oh, and I jumped to the other side of the door frame.
Big Green King says, "Imagine being the only person to come into work the day a terrorist regime takes over your building. Regimen, rather. Yeah, there's no one else here but you and the terrorists."
Well, they already took everyone else hostage. It is supposed to be the logic here. Is that in the 5 minutes we went down to the cake shop to pick up that cake, these terrorists, the thousands of terrorists poured into this building, killed all security guards, took all the scientists down to some unspecified...
Leaking all this blood is
Yeah, like very literally like Die Hard, where they have all the hostages contained to a floor.
Fuck. Ooh.
And he's definitely like, yeah.
Yeah. Slime Generator says they should reaffirm Chris's unfamiliarity.
You can't shoot through the doors, but they can. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, you're not
his
experienced.
his arm was clipping through the door. That's why he could shoot you.
Oh.
He had enough of himself in the room to kill you.
Maybe these are technological terrorists. Maybe they're raiding the science building because they've already developed antimatter phasing, but they need to perfect their science somehow.
I saw it mentioned, Louise in chat mentioned the mechanics of not being able to see how many bullets on the HUD, and it made me think of Peter Jackson's King Kong, the movie, the video game, that has that. To check your ammo, you press a button, the character takes the magazine out and looks and it's like, I have 6 bullets left.
Now, games have done
Trespasser.
that too. Other games have done that. I like that. I think that's fun. Jurassic Park Trespasser has it where your lady just says, where Anne just says, like, 5 bullets left.
Yeah.
4, about half empty. I like that. That's another game. That's the answer to your question. Another game where that was the first one probably to have where you couldn't reload guns, where you just had to toss them away in favor of new ones. It all comes back to Trespasser.
And yeah, it's not forced, but True Crime Streets of LA had that kind of system where all the guns you pick up, you don't reload because you've just picked up random guns you found, so you just shoot them and then they're done and then you throw them away, kind of thing. And you know, it's heavily inspired by that lobby sequence from the first Matrix film, because they don't take ammo because it's too slow to reload, so they just take like a couple dozen guns with them.
Makes sense. Why would you want to
And I love that in concept.
Emergency generator in an emergency?
How far did you make it in this game, by the way, Charky? It was like somewhere in the middle of the second level.
Yeah, I think it was like the second level before like the show was about to end.
We're supposed to finish this game in one sitting. We're supposed to finish this game 2 nights. We'll see
No
how
long.
that goes.
Yeah, they do shoot sometimes when you're not in line of sight, which maybe that is an intimidation tactic of just, hey, I've got this.
We know you don't know how to reload. Okay.
I'm gonna read this as a pro tag here from Lewis. I have to kill fast, but bullets are too slow.
Very good.
No, I said fast. I'm too into the American brains. I messed it up.
What are you supposed to say?
Fast.
Boss.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that's a good pro tip for doing English accents, is just putting an R sound in a lot of words.
Do they rebrand Fast and the Furious in the UK as the Quick and the Cranky?
I wish.
It's easier to pronounce.
Yeah.
Just a second. I do need...
All right. Let's not fuck this one up this time. I was playing the PC version. Boy, howdy, these guys would be in for some trouble right now.
Johnny, what would you say the British accent's relationship to the letter H is?
See, I'm confused by this because I've seen some people in England insist that H is not pronounced with a H sound, but I think that's wrong. So I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Oh, I meant like in words, like hard or hurry.
Oh, yeah.
Probably again.
I mean, consonants in general, if you get like really into thick accents and slang, you're not pronouncing most consonants. Or you having a laugh, aren't you?
So the reason I ask is because I'm thinking of the word herb.
It bothers me when people say herb.
Recoded.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
because the H gets like herb. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, well, what about other things where the H like the H in herb is like necessary apparently.
Herb,
It's-
it's what
yeah.
you do.
I remember it's a random pull, but the demo
how many-
they did for Resident Evil 5, the co-op demo on console, Chris says herb. I was like, what the fuck? Why can't you say herb properly?
By the way, how many moves did they give you for that slide puzzle?
Like 50, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Someone can check the tape on that one.
Because I did a 3x3 to test using my method. I did it in like 22 seconds, but it was 44 moves.
Sharky's method.
It's like okay, it's the method that you will solve a slide puzzle every single time if you use this method. But like it uses a lot of moves. So that's really mean for it to limit moves in this game.
Well, mean is the name of the game. As evident by the fact that we are still here in this level.
I am noticing a pattern with this game, like how they do this. It doesn't look like they're completely randomizing the placement. Like they always seem to be adjacent or like a chess move away.
Perhaps.
Are you thinking like Super Mario 3 where there's like patterns you can recognize from the matching game?
It comes off like that. See, like a lot of them are either in the same row or like like there is a pattern to it.
I think personally you might be like having confirmation bias.
Yeah, I'm having a giggle.
Okay.
Hurrah, a small amount.
Tell you what,
Alright.
this is a good time to save state, isn't it?
Sure.
In fact, okay. So all of our medkits here. Let's top off just to make sure we don't lose our vision. And then I need to... What's the shortcut key? I should probably learn that. In the meantime, I'll just do...
yours? I don't know.
Whatever it is probably the default in PCSX2. Is it like F2, I think? I don't want to accidentally press something that resets the game and loses our progress or whatever the fuck. But
like, I think I changed it on mine, so I wouldn't have no idea what it is for you.
I always prefer
Let me
F5.
Let me try and find out.
I don't think it's F5 anymore. I mean, you could also just go to the options once and look at it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hotkeys. Oh, it might just not be bound by default. Oh, no, sorry, it's F1. F1 is save state to selected slot. F3 is the load state.
Okay, so that's what it is on mine.
And then to swap slots, it's F2 or Shift F2.
Copy.
Yeah,
They
F2
don't make this
brings
easy.
up like a weird menu.
Alright, so F1 does nothing. I must have unbound it. Well, shit.
Oh.
Well, I'll figure that out between levels. Right now, I just want to... There's so much range, there's so much distance to cover, and analog sticks are not ideal for me.
I think it's now we're at least seeing like stuff open up a little bit instead of like corridors that are wide enough for one single person.
I like that guy strafing.
What? What?
You were shooting into a wall.
Yeah. It's realistic. You have to have proper line of sight.
Yeah, let's go over to this Z-fighting room over here.
See, what real, what people do if they're actually really good at guns in real life is they'll hold the gun directly center on their chest so they know they're shooting straight.
Yeah, it's called
You don't have
center
to worry
axis
about
relock. Yeah. That's real shooting stance. It's one that Sam Fisher uses, and this...
Oh no, you don't see what I'm doing in real life. I mean, they're holding it literally up against their chest.
This is a
Yeah,
That reduces recoil and also like brace your ribs.
Yeah, I don't remember what the bone is called. The between your rib cage, but like
sternum?
right there. Yep, sternum.
Maybe I should be the scientist in this game. I get my grasp of
I
physiology and biology.
Not
I
British
can't
enough.
remember what comedy thing I saw. It's in some comedy show where someone tries using a gun and the recoil shocks them so much that the gun just flies straight up. like they throw it up as it shoots. And whoever's showing them how to shoot is like really upset. I'm like, that should happen to this guy.
Especially with the assault rifles, the muzzle climb should
Yeah.
hit him right square in the face, knock his stupid glasses off. Oh, we made it.
Yeah.
Hey, how many stages are in this game?
I don't know.
20.
20. Yeah,
Oh.
I think the manual said 20.
I was on the 20th floor.
All right, time to turn the contrast down again.
1 step forward, 21 steps back.
All right, peek
And
these corners.
goodbye to the open areas.
That guy
Occupied.
while he's taking a piss. Yeah. Oh, what is this grip on this gun? Fucking pardon.
Hell yeah. It's
Cradle it like a newborn babe.
It's very original Silent Hill 2 where James braced the shotgun by like holding it by the end of the barrel.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Ow, my hand. It's really hot.
Hey, look at that.
Finally, a staircase.
Oh, there we go.
Well, fuck me. Oh,
Oh. I think it's the first time the breath has
Now all the elevators
been forced down my body because of a moment on here.
are broken.
I was trying to laugh and I couldn't. It just... My soul left me for a minute.
Whoa, the way that muzzle flash is going.
But yeah, there's...
Whoa, shit!
risky move, but I had to do it.
Hey, it worked out for you.
Oh, another SMG. They spoiled
Hey,
me.
Oh, wait, he's stuck. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, see, that makes me believe this guy doesn't know how to use guns.
Good. That's exciting to me. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a change from the norm.
The way that muzzle flash just like hangs in the air, so you can get a bunch of muzzle flashes like just floating around all at once.
I'm just
You're gonna
realizing,
shoot
by the
that
way.
tree instead.
Yeah, that's true. I think the corpses rotate a little bit for some
Yes.
reason when they die.
Yeah, I did notice that out of the corner of my eye.
But yeah, like I've got to get hands on this at some point. I'm kind
you
of
wanna
curious to check out
heal
that
up.
Ammunition.
Oh yeah.
The start of the level had some medkit you left behind.
I do need a medkit.
Well, the guy's commenting
Yeah.
on it too, but
When you're healed, I'm curious to see out the windows. Figure out where we are.
ooh.
Yeah. I might mess with the Wii version of this at some point. I've seen footage of it, and it does the thing where the arm actually moves around on the screen. It's not just
Independently,
static, yeah. But the Far Cry 2 sicko in me feels like I would get something out of this.
All this blood is probably against health and safety.
All right, guys, stop running towards me. I have a puzzle to solve. Terrorists, time
Yeah.
out.
Your remaining lives were like... Okay, you don't need me for these slide puzzles.
Well, if they get more complex, if they get more elaborate, oh boy.
It's It's mainly just the skill to memorize the intro pattern.
Yeah,
and do it
if
backwards.
it's showing you like how it slides it around, then you don't need me.
Yeah,
have to be fighting mercenaries anywhere.
which
I'm glad
that's probably the better thing to do because I can sometimes figure out a slide puzzle, but I think most people don't know how to do it logically, like the
Like,
method.
I can show both of you like after the show how to do a slide puzzle and get it right every time. It is actually a very simple algorithm.
collecting ammunition. Bad idea.
Like you know how fast I learned it? I learned it in like 5 minutes last night. I just read it and I was like, oh, I understand this entirely.
Serpentine.
Yeah.
Serpentine. They're shooting me from the top floor. Ooh, there we go.
The fact that this place makes my medicine is a minor convenience in an otherwise.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I wish they recorded a few more lines for him.
There you go.
But yeah, the Far Cry 2 sicko in me really appreciates shooters where they, you're not a super powerful guy, but then it's not like armor-free craziness where you can get sniped from across the map. It's got that like balance of
Yeah, balancing is the key word here. Does this game do the
Yeah.
balancing act perfectly? No. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't... Despite that last level,
yeah.
this is the part where I
Oh.
admit, I don't hate this. In fact,
Yeah.
I'd say this game has some neat ideas. Here's out the window.
Yeah. What kind of trees are these?
Palm
Don't think we
trees.
get. Yeah, we don't get much of these around these parts.
Oh, that bulletproof glass.
And that like cityscape is not very England.
Does this take place in England?
I'm guessing not. No.
Ooh, that's the danger of fully automatics,
Yeah.
is that they're not great at range.
Yeah.
If I hold down the trigger, as I'm wont to do.
This geezer could. I know he's inexperienced. He could figure at least that crouching might improve his aim a little
You can
bit.
figure out how to
though.
fucking reload, too. It's, but we're past that
Like-
point.
Because the funny thing, yeah, I've never used a real gun, but I've picked up a lot of Nerf guns for my nephew because they're just constantly coming into a local charity thrift store. People just don't want them anymore, and you can buy them for like £1 or £2. And a lot of them are magazine fed, and it's so like you put the magazine in and you pull the slide back. It ain't that hard because
Hey,
kids
easy
can
breezy
do it
stage.
clearly.
Or not easy, but, quick stage, shorter stage.
Yeah.
Let's hope for more of those. Let's hope that's more of these stages of the 20 we have to play, of the 15 remaining.
Incoming news.
Bum, ba, bum, bum,
They
bum,
put-
bum, bum.
They put Among Us in Monkey Ball.
What?
Yeah.
This is a lab. It is not my lab, therefore it is a rubbish lab, and I should be trying to leave as soon as possible.
Okay.
What a fucking twat.
Who asked? But go off.
I'm rooting for the other team, I think.
Yeah. Whatever the terrorists are trying to do, I'm sure they mean well. I'm sure they...
Again,
I'm not dead already, so I can't be inhaling nerve gas, which is nice. Why are they wearing gas masks, though?
I don't know, because it's a
Thank
fucking
you.
lab. It's dangerous chemicals abound, even if
well,
they...
no, I guess there's a plan they have that the gas masks are going to be used for.
Oh.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Hmm.
To end my thought into semi-explain myself, there's paid DLC coming out for Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, where you can be the Among Us crew member. So that is your breaking news.
Thank you for the breaking news update.
Stay tuned to our podcast where we talk about that for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we got that much mileage out of it for sure. I'm sure we'll. Podcast at badgamehallofame.com, folks.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
finally
Video.
get the chemicals now?
Oh,
find
nice
out.
shotgun. Video Game King brings up a good point. I think it was intended as a riff on "This gun is mine." There are many like it, but this is mine.
Oh.
I do know that quote. I forget what it's from.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is
Yes.
mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, got it in one. We did pick up some chemicals that did not increase the count in the bottom left corner, which leads me to believe they need to be mixed first. That we need to find one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, we tried to smack you one.
As they often do in this game. When they get close, it becomes melee time. Blue.
Is that the table right there?
Well, there wasn't an interact next to it. I'm assuming we'll find one soon. God willing, but I also want to see how the shotgun works. No, this is like
I was asking if I meant Full Metal Jacket. No, I meant Full Metal Alchemist. You know, the one with Arlie Ermy?
Ready, steady, can't hold my rifle. Ready, steady, can't hold my rifle.
No, Full Metal Jacket's the anime.
Oh, it fires slugs, which is to say it doesn't have much in the way of, like, spread. It doesn't have a cone of fire. Though, probably effectively useless beyond the fact it probably does, like, one-hit kills. We'll see what range it works at, too, in time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it'll be like a real gun.
Oh, wait. Okay. You
Fully
have one
mixed
now.
some of these.
You have
some-
two now.
Interesting. Alright, so they're giving us some freebies here.
I'm still confused how it works, though, because I see you picking up the tubes, but it doesn't go into your inventory
The
straight away.
tubes, I think we will mix later into full beakers worth.
Yeah, I think the tubes are
okay.
components.
But we're also picking up fully compiled
I find it-
chemicals.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that there are, like,
Oh,
different
wait.
ones, which implies there's different effects.
Can you open the stall doors?
No.
I was hoping there'd be electronic where they go zzz, open.
Some restroom. I can tell I'm gonna get lost here real
Yeah.
easily.
Oh yeah, I am Headful brings up a good point. Is there a
I
Nope.
recognise that taste. Where's ventilation when you need it? I can fix this. I need acid.
Weird line read. Okay.
I
Is
need
this really-
LSD. I could use a trip.
I don't think this is the time to drop acid, mate.
Okay, I want to try something. I want to save state here, just because I have a hunch that when he says he needs acid, that it is one of these. All right. Oh, cool.
It's R2's throw. You have -1.
Yeah, I threw two. Explosive.
Yeah, how did you get into negative?
I don't know.
I think you threw two in really rapid succession. Do me a favor, just keep throwing the other one that's a negative. I bet you have
I
infinite of that
tried.
right now.
It's not letting me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so none
Alright,
of
so
these.
that wasn't it.
It must be the blue one then, huh?
All right,
Mm-hmm.
you might want to load up. You might also just want to see what your hotkeys are. While
Yeah, I will figure
while
that
you're
out.
already here.
Wait, hold on. Were there... I do need to take one more look at it. I think I might have actually been effective, believe it or not. Because there's 1 plume, 2 plume, 3 plume, 4 plume.
No. Wait. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You need more of that.
Let me
Oh,
try.
jeez. Also, I like he knows what this is, but he won't tell the player. He knows what this taste is, but it's a
I
mystery
think
to
it's
us.
green.
Purely the greens. The greens. So
Yes.
pink and yellow are explosives of some variety. And then green is for dissolving acid clouds, I suppose.
Manual didn't say any of this, right?
No, not a word of it.
Yeah, Iron Headful noticed what I noticed a bit earlier. There is like a weird green like fog or like
Haze.
distant effect, yeah. But I don't. But you know, they said your guy can breathe fine, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're just trying to do the green like matrix filter.
I think he said there is a gas in the air, but it's, I guess, not immediately poisonous or anything.
Not nerve gas. At the
Yeah,
very
he said it's
least.
not nerve gas.
I think we're at the point where we're
Because
just...
the terrorists are wearing gas masks.
I really like the melee sound. It's really like squishy. Oh, here you go.
Give it to me. I'd love to mix up some more of these, but ask your question.
It's just I just don't know how when this mixing's gonna come up or if they're gonna show you how to do it or anything.
It's gonna be another mini game, surely.
I mean, what mini game haven't we done yet? I think there is one more mini game.
The tower
Because there
with the
was
rings
4.
on it. It could be that.
I guess the bomb making might be the chemical mixing that they refer to in one of the adverts.
I think we need to go down this hallway now.
You might have enough to clear.
I might, but I'm still looking for these.
Okay.
Top off. And, also just collect whatever
Yeah.
items we...
Huh.
This is a different place. Is this the other end?
Okay, tell you what.
Save?
Yeah, absolutely save. Save this. Actually, you know what? I could just do this. There we go. Okay. 1. 2. 3.
Oh.
Uh,
I thought I could do
you
2 at
missed
once.
that one.
Yeah.
I got the one
it
ahead
looked like
of it. Yeah.
It looked like it was gonna work, and then it just didn't.
So this
It is a different hallway,
Okay.
which means we're going to need 4 more for the other hallway if we need to go that way. Who's to say which way is the right way?
I'm worried that the right way is the way that he said, "Oh, I need acid." But maybe he would have said that in both places.
Potentially. Alright, finally used up
what-
the shotgun.
What is your to-do list for this level, anyway?
Oh, good point. Collect a lot of chemicals, make some acid to neutralize the gas, escape the level. Find out why the bad guys have gas masks too. We already solved that bit. That part of the puzzle is... This is a novel twist, having the chemical system in here. I don't know if it's a necessary one. It's something. In place of grenades, right? In place of
Yeah.
tossing pins. That's ultimately what this is made to replace. And then giving it some sort of puzzle utility as well.
Really hurts. I should find a medkit.
Oh, shut up. Stop complaining. Stop whinging about.
He's British. That's it's just in our DNA.
Please
His
tell me
voice
this
reminds me of somebody.
Oh, check this out.
There we
Okay.
go.
CO2. Well, I want to try some CO2. Just to...
Yeah, but you don't have the.
You don't have the
Run
proper
for it.
stuff.
Oh, I don't have the white. Whatever the white thing is the
Yeah.
necessary component for actually mixing these.
Yeah. Although you should probably make the thing that you literally need to progress the game
Well, here's the...
before you start making,
Yeah.
because it requires one of the same components.
Yeah. The
Actually,
recipes
what-
there were confusing me because the green was going down, but there wasn't a green in the recipe. It was like mixing into another chemical.
It's the individual vials we picked up versus the beakers.
Bad idea. Collecting ammunition.
It's badly broadcast. It's badly
Yeah.
displayed.
Need a medkit.
But what can you do? Well played, me. Okay. I wish just one of these was enough to do the entire hallway.
Yeah. Huh?
It hit the door frame.
One
of these should also... Wait, hold on. We have save states. We
Yeah.
did totally.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm cheating. I'm disregard previous. We're just gonna. Yeah, this is a bad way to do this. This thing that they're trying to do here. I appreciate the attempt. I appreciate what they are attempting to do here. Adding some amount of puzzle solving strategy, as they called it in the documents, but having to use 4 to bypass single hallways, not fun, especially when you can accidentally throw it up against the door frame and fuck yourself.
Yeah, I do wish they would let you like carry medkits, or heck, even do something to
make a chemical
them.
that heals you.
Yeah,
that's the solution. Is make the blue one or something. So if they do that, if it turns out the CO2 is some sort of healing malady, some panacea for us, then all is forgiven. And this is a perfect game after that. All right, 2 in here, right? Cool. That's the mixing
People in chat
lab.
we're talking about neutralize spelled with an S. That's the British spelling.
The British misspelling. I'll have you say thank you.
Now, if you
problem
see a word that is spelled with a Z in it and there's an S in it, you feel free to point at the screen and go British.
Notice how there's different types of pistol. Desert Eagle, this USB looking thing. There was a Glock before, but they all have the same icon on the heads of display. Just a pistol is a pistol is a pistol. Don't love that. Can be a little hard to parse.
Oh, wait. Actually, Magnificent was pointing out they also forgot the E in neutralize. Or one of the E's.
Yeah.
Neutralize.
Yeah.
Were there more on the other side of this? Close quarters combats.
Real wet sound when you melee.
Alright, did I need to go down this hallway? Was there more down here? I could use some of my pills for certain, so... Oh, for fuck's sake. It never ends with this shit.
This was the first corridor where he mentioned the acid, though.
Was it? No.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
believe so.
If I have to be fighting mercenaries anywhere,
Shut
it's in the building.
up.
My medication.
I'm doing another save state. Like, if there was a way to toss these where it can clear multiple up at once, but they just refuse, steadfastly refuse to let you do this with any less than 4.
Yeah, that's a shame. Also, I do think you should be careful. I do think you can hurt yourself with
Yes,
these.
I believe I am, but I need to be able to hit the things. I don't want to waste my precious resources.
I get it.
Yeah, so I'll take the damage if it means I'm not wasting the chemicals, which are more finite.
Yeah, I feel like you could easily soft lock yourself.
Oh, most certainly. That seems to be an imminent risk in this particular game.
Yeah, that might be why they didn't use mid-level checkpoints.
That's not a good excuse to me.
It's not a great excuse, but that might be the reason.
Okay, now the problem is I'm lost.
Just being mean. Like, that's another reason.
Yeah. I mean, because the easy way you get around it is, like, it might be cheating, but you just repopulate everything on the map.
Okay,
even if you checkpoint mid-level kind of thing.
I do believe and I do declare that the last hallway with the gas in it, which I don't remember how to get to, but I do remember it exists, that's going to be the way out of the level. That is going to be our way home. But the problem is, 1, finding it, and 2, finding 2 more green chemicals. Or mixing up 2 more at the very least. Okay. Mixing table. I don't think we've picked up enough chemicals to be allowed to make any more acid.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what it is. On the recipe, the green vial looks like a slightly different shade of yellow. So I couldn't tell what's going on.
This should be the way to... Okay. Different save slot, because I know the previous save has... And I'm going to try something here. Something potentially stupid.
Yourself?
I'm still surprised even at that range that hurt you. Like, I get that one, but the other one, these have quite A big hitbox.
Thinking about it.
There we go. All right.
Okay. So it is possible you
thinking
don't die immediately. They do. It's a gradual drain on health, so you can tank it to an extent.
All right. We have the speedrun strat.
Yeah.
You get your health back between levels, right?
Yes, mercifully they restore your health and your vision and so forth. Let's see if they take our chemicals away.
You got to get the branding down on that strat. That's going to be known as the cast strat now.
Home, sweet home. This is the best floor. My floor. Okay, maybe the hazard labs are better, but this is a pretty good floor because this is where my girlfriend works as well.
This guy.
He's narrating this like he's 8.
Yeah.
Bad guys, but no.
Also, it's a minor thing, but the Z there was like misaligned with all the rest of the letters in the text.
This is the best floor because it has the shiniest baubles for me to look at. I like trains.
Yeah.
I'm playing with train kids.
I do want to give one thing that I think is a plus in this game, in that
my mom says if I clean my room, I get an extra cookie tonight.
Collecting ammunition moving at 300 meters per second. I do need a med kit.
Try to shoot his hand.
Oh, his leg. The legs are coming through.
Don't worry, guys. You'll march through it eventually.
Sweep the leg.
I don't think that door opens. I think that is why they're stuck on it.
They would sure love for it to open, but I can pick these valves if I can.
That or it's intimidation. So because if you open the door, then they're gonna come right at you.
It's true.
Oh. Okay, be careful.
Ammunition.
Can't open that door.
Collecting ammunition moving at 300 meters per second.
Okay. So was there any other route I could have gone here? The answer is no. Was there a med kit I neglected to pick up? Oh, wait. Here we are.
Yeah.
That reminds me, seeing those two do that. I was trying to get into a club in VR chat last night because I was like, I'm just playing VR chat. I just want to walk into a place and hear people talk. So I was like, I'll go to a club. And the club had a bouncer with a gate.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to wait in line to get into the club and be checked out. And so I didn't want to do that because I was a dog, and I was like, I'm a dog, I don't need to do this. So I just try pushing really hard against the gate and clipping my character in and figuring there's got to be a way, there's got to be some part of geometry where I can just walk through this. And I did find a way to look into the club, at least get my head into the club. But then they just kicked me out entirely because I wasn't paying attention
rule
to the bouncer.
follower. Yeah.
And if I can say, this shouldn't. I don't think it should work like that.
Clearly, you didn't grow up with GTA San Andreas roleplay servers where to be allowed to drive a car in the server, you had to pass a real-life driver's test and shit like that.
Listen, if we're in a virtual space and I want to go to a virtual club...
Oh, Jill, I wonder where she is. She's going to be really hungry by the time all this mess gets sorted out. I better head up towards security, maybe...
Yeah, and you left the cake behind you, Pillock.
Oh, we have plenty of our pills here. That's nice.
A little trippy.
That's world building because it's his desk.
I need to find some medication.
Anyway, if I'm going to into virtual reality to go to a virtual club, I don't need to be real life checked at the door.
Yeah.
I'm not in there for a real life experience.
Well, too bad because that's what you're getting.
Yeah, so though I haven't done that stuff, I've seen it in video, but I've also seen recent VR chat updates. I get why it was done in the past because it was kind of done for age verification reasons, but that's now built into VR chat. So that's an obsolete thing that they're just doing because
those bodyguards need their job. I mean, those guys at the gate. I mean, they need to earn their paychecks somehow.
if it was a roleplay server and they do that stuff in VR chat, that more power to them. But you have verification tools now. You don't need to. It's like PlayStation Home. You don't need a fucking queue system. Fucking PlayStation Home and the queue in to use the bowling. Oh, what a time.
This is a dangerous situation I find myself in. Yep. I had a hunch.
There it is.
All right, we'll play this one a little safer this time, if there is such a way to do it in this game. The cramped corridors that comprise most of the levels in this game. It's such a breath of fresh air, like you said earlier, Charky. When it's open, when there's room to breathe and move and stuff. It is brutal when it's just hallways, and it's because of the FOV, which we mentioned like way earlier. It's where you can't where you have to check left and right is like an ordeal, is a process, because there's just such little peripheral view, and analog aim does not make it easier for me.
He is a glasses wearer though, so this might just be how corrective his vision needs to be to see.
I will say, like, for as many pain points as there clearly are in this game, right? And the fact that some of them are deliberate, right? Like, there's clearly intention behind a lot of this design. I think the FOV isn't. I think that's just an unfortunate limitation of their, or just like a lack of knowing, understanding that would be an issue for people.
Maybe.
But clearly, the vision meter itself and in the time to kill and the not being able to reload, these are all conscious decisions that some people are going to go for and some won't. But they are deliberate. I mean, they are there by developer choice. This game had a PC version. Not many Midas Interactive published games were benefited from that, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
think
also
they
the
had
only original IP for this studio, like a rare one for them, kind of thing.
as opposed to a license. That's another thing. That is another point, and to the point I'm about to make, which is that I think they really thought they were doing something here with this. It really seems like they thought this would be their ticket out of the licensed mines and into original IP and something they could franchise, or at the very least, prove that they were more than just budget game studio putting out fairly interchangeable generic slop. Which is cute, to say. But not entirely unwarranted. If this was the first game from this studio, as opposed to one of their last, if this did not come at the tail end of 6 or 7 years of game development, if this was their debut game, we would look at this and be like, oh, they're trying, they're onto something, they maybe are, they'll do better next time. They can build on this foundation to become a real game developer one day, right? It's something on those lines. Not to be mean or dismissive in that sort of way, not to make fun of them. But I mean,
she's going to be really hungry by the time all this is sorted out.
It's one. I think this is one of those cases where there is something to this game. I'm wanting to be generous to this game, even though it is doing so much to be so rude to us.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sharky. You had a very limited interaction with this game, so to speak. But did you pick up any of that from the first 2 levels? Did you have any inkling that this game would open up, or not open up necessarily, but would go down these sorts of routes?
I mean, depends on what you mean by these sorts of routes.
You need things beyond the budget first-person shooter that you expect.
I did start off by saying that this was special. I could tell that this was special when I started playing.
That's something. I think that's something.
Because,
I think that is,
Because I could see things that now, I wasn't aware of everything that I was going to go for, because we didn't get to the part with the chemicals. We didn't understand at the time what the pill system actually was, which I don't think is necessarily a good thing, but it is something, I guess. But I could tell with the need to cycle out weapons and have this forced forward momentum and the low time to kill is this is definitely.
Don't worry, I safe stated.
This is definitely more interesting than a lot of very budgeted FPS games were. This was sold for what, £5?
The PC version, anyway, appears to be.
The PC version.
Yeah. tell you, the
Probably slightly
PS2
more on
version.
PS2, yeah.
Oh, it's nowadays it's a lot more than that.
Yeah,
It seems like it goes
retail
for
price, really.
yeah. It's I think it's a situation where this was probably a budget title at the time, and it's now more expensive to buy
Well, I mean,
of all the games.
video game market in
Yeah, but you don't usually see that for like PAL only Midas published stuff.
I saw a copy of Rockin' Cats on NES for $125 at a game store yesterday, by the way, and there was $600 for a copy of, I think it was Blue Stinger. It was some Dreamcast game that I remembered being not good, and I was just like, $600 for this fucking thing.
I had to explain to someone the other day about the difference between being sold for and selling for.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there was a news thing on TV about because of the fact that you can't in America you can't download TikTok off of the Apple App Store currently. I think you still can't download it off the Apple App Store. And the news was saying like iPhones preloaded with the TikTok app are selling on eBay or are on eBay for hundreds to tens of thousands of dollars. And a person was like, oh, who would spend tens of thousands of dollars on a phone just for an app? And I explained like
no one.
They're being sold for that.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean
I don't think anyone's buying them for that.
Yeah. No, that's the actual pet peeve of mine. Sometimes if I've ever watched YouTube videos that's covering video games and they mention like how much it costs to buy, and they show unsold listings on eBay as the like reference for how much it's worth. It's like that doesn't mean anything. Like I've seen games that you could buy for 100, like still rare 100. I've seen them listed for 1,000 in some places. There's nothing special about that copy. It's just some people are hoping to hoodwink people who don't know how to research, or just make people think, well, it's got to be worth that much because why would someone price it so high? It's real scummy in my opinion, that kind of stuff.
Chef Chelios in chat asking, by the way, they see the Fugitive Hunter is on sale for $15. Is that too much? No, buy it. Before it goes up in value.
Yeah. My go-to place to check is pricecharting.com for that kind of stuff, because they catalog like old eBay sales. So you're actually looking at sold copies. You're not just looking at like, oh, what some jackass listed it for.
So I'm looking on eBay right now, and granted, this is out of Australia, so I couldn't buy it in the US if I wanted to. But like a used copy of Skyscraper with everything on PS2 is selling for $28 Australian, just like about 18 US.
Yeah, and that's the cheapest.
Yeah.
Oh, we can melee through the doors.
In the UK, some of them are like 50 to 60 plus.
Yeah. What I was curious about was looking up like, because there's a way. Tell me how to do this, and by extension, tell the audience how to do this. There's a way to see listings that are only the listings that have been sold, right?
Oh yeah. So when you're on eBay and you've done a search, you have to scroll down a bit to find it. If you look at the filters that are on the left, it's quite a bit far down, and you'll get to a show only tab, and there'll be a tick that just says sold items. When you click it, it also marks completed items automatically, so I guess they're the same option. But eBay only keeps record of those for about 2 to 3 months, I think, and then they scrub it from the site.
Yes, you can't scrape it in that time.
Yeah,
so that's why stuff like price charting is good, because they've archived years. Unfortunately, with the PAL stuff, they've only been doing that for like 5+ years, but you can find like NTSC prices going back to like 2010 and earlier.
I tried.
Yeah, it's a shame that it kind of works for the really twitchy, quick time to kill, that the AI is a bit incompetent and isn't just immediately murking you. But it's a shame that the AI seems really dumb in this.
And they do some things, like, they know to take cover. They have some routines.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them run from you when they're, like, out in the open, which is cool.
I mean, how much of that is pre-scripted, just based on, like, individual programming on a per AI level,
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Yeah.
Apparently most of the AI in Half-Life 1 is just all scripts. So, you know, hey, if people can't tell it's scripts, then you're doing your job right.
We're collecting lots of chemicals. I think they want us to mix up a bunch of stuff before we proceed, but I don't know what they would want me to mix up.
Now, I did notice that you do lose everything between levels.
No, we get to keep the weapons that we have on hand and the chemicals that we have mixed up already, I believe.
I thought the chemicals that you mixed up already, I thought they all went down to 0 at the start of this level.
No, they did not.
Collecting ammunition, moving it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Chef Chelios mentions back in the early 2000s, people would try to sell haunted items on eBay. Not on eBay, but there are online websites where people do still do that. I've seen. That market just moved. It's still around.
I remember Haunted Doll Watch off of My Brother and Me. One of my favorite segments, just because I sucker for ghosts.
Yeah. Okay, this isn't the most ridiculous gun holding, but I like that he's not holding the gun there. He's just resting it on his fingers, on his open palm.
Balanced precariously.
Yeah, not gripping it at all. It's just... So when he shoots, that thing's going, woo!
All right, pay close attention to the numbers in the bottom left corner, and then we got to remember if we can make it to another mixing area.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
0,
what?
0, 0, 0.
What?
That's what I told you. I told you that.
I am curious about the test tubes, though, if those get cleared as well. I'm guessing yes, but we'll
Probably.
see. Yeah.
Chemicals only have such a half-life.
Yeah. And I do want to say, considering the setting here, and obviously there is a lot of corridor office stuff.
Get off the stupid floor. Done.
I love these to-do lists. They at least are trying to put some variety in at least, like, the look of areas. Like, you've gone to, like, that weird bio lab. You've been to more mundane offices. You even went to, like, the lobby area, a bit of a parking garage. Like, they are trying within the limits they set themselves.
I want to look something up now, based on what chat was talking about.
Yeah. Chef Chair says, yeah, die hard, but John throws away each weapon he has found. Gets to your floor. He likes a challenge.
I think I should avoid both problems and just try to get up to...
I used to have a machine gun. Ho, ho,
Ho, ho.
ho.
Oh, I want to make a comment there that if there are any cybergoths in chat, I apologize for our protagonist comments here. Gas masks are not poor fashion choices. You're A-okay here. He's just a cynical Brit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is a goth positive zone.
All right. I wanted to check. You can still buy haunted dolls on Etsy.
Thank God. I don't hate this. I'm not, like, steaming mad about that death. I would be if I was at the end of this level and died. I just don't have tolerance for that kind of setback.
More gas masks. That means more gas. Or
Yes.
sense. Think
The repetition would have to drive you nuts on real hardware without save states, without the benefit of...
Yeah. Oh yeah, someone who tried I forgot the name of it. No, not Miami Vice. Beverly Hills Cop on real hardware, and having to restart that first level and watch the guy jump over the fence each time.
Yeah, that's
was
pure
not fun.
torture.
I don't want... Okay. I don't want to stay on this forever. I just want to talk about this one doll I found.
By all means, please.
All right. The listing is Peter, 10, haunted, extremely active, neutral child spirit, likes to poke you with needles, Civil War era spirit, died of neglect, moves vessel. You can buy it. This human being, this 10-year-old child stuck in a doll for $225. Only one left. Only one left.
I used to have more, but they sold.
The doll's face is like very like cracked and stuff. And there's a video to show that the doll is haunted, and it's the doll propped up against the couch with like some sort of EMF meter next to it that is going absolutely nuts. And next to that is a toy mystery machine from Scooby-Doo.
I wasn't expecting that turn. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Is that proper ghost hunting equipment, or is that just... Are they implying that the mystery gang had to show up at some point? Or
I don't know if it's there to ward off spirits or evil. Like if they're like, if I act out, the Scooby Gang is gonna.
Yeah. I want to check. Is this a floor we were on earlier and they've like remixed the level?
No, this is a new floor. It's a stupid floor at that.
They're definitely reusing some rooms then.
Oh, we haven't done one of these in a minute. It's like a welcome surprise coming back to this.
Oh yeah, I saw Chef Chelios mentions this dude sounds like the guy you play as in the first Getaway. It's that accent, but he does not sound as nasally as this.
Oh, this is a bad batch here. They are not giving me the pieces I need.
That's why I described it as Michael Caine with a deviated septum. Just like chronically like. Which I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I might have a deviated septum.
I have a deviated septum, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know how to check. I can't look in there, can I? So.
I had surgery to fix that a couple years ago.
Fuck. So close, but yet so far. I'll take two. Can I just do straight? Will they let me just... Is there a way? Can I finagle this? No. Okay.
Yeah, again, it's the one weird part about this scene. Like, it seems random what parts you get. So there is a chance that you could just not get the right parts and the blocks are in the wrong place.
This seems solvable. This seems like I should be able to do this one. Whew. Here
nice.
I think I meleeed both of them. I think the kill there was the melee strike, and I fired some bullets wastefully afterwards. Oh. Good stance.
Oh, Video Game King's asking would the gas masks even work in this situation. I'm guessing the gas masks is to protect them specifically from those weird, just the smoke that you have to clear with the acid, and not the weird green haze that is apparently fine to breathe in.
Really hurts.
That stuff's not that bad.
Medkit.
Fucker. All right, I need some. I need a med kit.
Yeah.
Infirmary.
For sure.
Infirmary? Medkits? No. You think
No,
this would
this
be a
is
room
just
that has a fucking medkit in?
Why would you expect to find a medkit there? That's silly.
That's just a sleeping room.
I'm safe stating. Fuck my rule from before. Fuck whatever limitation I was placing on it before. I just I don't want to waste time.
Fuck that whole
okay,
speech.
there we go.
Oh.
That didn't heal a lot though.
No, it's not a full heal every time.
Have you used a single one of those chemicals on an enemy?
I tried to toss them to kill enemies through a door, and it didn't work earlier. So, that's your answer. We should probably try it. I guess it would behoove me to try more. Since it is, like, the hook of this game, ostensibly, since it is, like, one of the USPs of it. Instead of grenades, you have...
If I have to be fighting mercenaries anywhere, I'm glad it's in the building that makes my medication.
Oh. Sorry, bud. Cool. That was super worth it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that was cool.
Wasn't that supposed to be CO2? Wasn't that what that was listed as?
Yes. Do you think we'll die in the middle of this? Do you think our health is still draining in the background of this minigame? That is the question.
I'm going to guess yes, because that would be the funniest option.
Yes.
It would be. He's not grunting, though, I'm noticing.
He did a right when we went in here.
And that's because you read a really funny Kathy comic.
Oh yeah, Chef Chill, I was asking, do these terrorists have an ideology? We haven't. That has not come up in the story
It's
yet.
not been established, and I don't think it will be. It's...
Yeah, we'll see.
Medkit, come on.
It's a flesh wound, but it really, really hurts. Should find a medkit.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to find a medkit, buddy. Oh boy, howdy! I would kill for a medkit right now.
There's one.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes
Oh, that's
Clutch.
like Subnautica, where you leave it to the last second to reach the surface and you almost black out.
Fucking clutch.
You want to save state now? Now that you have...
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's
Because that was down to the wire.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna read this because
To be clear, like I explicitly told you, you should play the PS2 version for the save state, so I'm not going to begrudge you for using them. Here.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this because I'm curious your takes on this. Checha says if this game was a British woman, I think it'd be more tolerable because they like the British accent on ladies.
But if she was monotone in the same way this fucking dweeb is,
No, people would like that.
yeah, I guess. I mean,
See,
there are people who like Samus Aran in Metroid Other M and her fucking monotone delivery in that game.
The baby. The baby.
Is that... I don't know if this counts as inside baseball or not, but is that show worthy?
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my impression of it, having not played it myself, but just, having heard takes on it, seen gameplay of it, is that, the gameplay may be not Metroid-esque in its combat or whatever. That's fine. It can still be decent on its own terms, but that narrative, that character assassination, I think is deserving.
Yeah.
Did we come from here? Or
I'm curious because apparently the script is notably different in Japanese. Like some of the weird kind of I'm gonna call them motherisms they give Samus Aran and some stuff's apparently different in the Japanese version. But that might also be wishful thinking, so I need to look into that. But yeah, that is a bad game by in context game.
Yeah, which is still a bad game of sorts. I mean, it's still under our purview. It's still a game that is ultimately like, there are games that I think are unfairly maligned, obviously, that get low critical ratings that I still consider for the show. And whenever we celebrate their birthdays, it's just like, this isn't a bad game. And it's like, I know, I agree with you. I just want to tell people, like, it's all right. Let us play it on the show one day, and you'll understand.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't know how many fucking chemical puddles, and I don't know how many...
Yeah, the colors being off on that menu it annoys me, because I guess it's in order what they do, but it makes me not know what each chemical does. Like, they're not the same color as they are in the HUD here.
This must be progress.
Yeah. Like, I've played all the Metroid games, and I've even streamed most of them, but I've like outright refused of like I'm not playing Other M for fun. So
join us on the Bad Game Hall of Fame when we inevitably...
Yeah. I screwed myself over there.
Okay, so we came from this way. That was where it was. There's a bunch of guns here, which indicates to me that we killed a bunch of people here previously.
Yeah, also, it is a nice thing. The doors you've opened stay open.
Yeah, that does help a little bit, but when there's so many fucking doors, when there's so many hallways, interchangeable fucking hallways to deal with, it does make the process of navigation measures more tedious, magnitudes even more tedious. Fuck. Okay. Give me one of these. Okay. Keep that there. Just give me one more horizontal and I can...
There it is.
Okay. I can either circumnavigate this...
No, you got it. There's a horizontal up there.
Oh, yep, that works too. Perfecto.
They've been light on the slide puzzles, which is probably good. Well, granted, we're not that far into the game.
Yeah, I guess this go into 2 parts unless I
feel like this is going to 2 parts at this point. Unless you want to do an all-nighter.
We'll see. We'll see where we are exactly at the 3-hour mark of the show. In an hour's time.
Yeah.
Like, check that video, check that long play, and see where this stage, this, wish I could figure out what stage it is.
I believe we're on stage 5 or 6.
No, I think it's stage 7.
Stage 7? Well, it is thankfully time-coded, so...
Oh, that was satisfying. Oh, no, no, whoa, whoa. Smarter than the average goon, that one.
Assuming this is stage 7. This is 25 minutes. He finishes this level 25 minutes into an hour, 16-minute run.
Okay, good to know.
This might not be stage 7, though. I'm really...
Thinking
Ow, fuck.
all this blood is probably against health and safety regulations. I should find a medkit.
I wish one of the chemicals you can mix up was just an insta heal. That would solve such a big issue I'm having with this game. What is the point of this fucking hallway? Is in terms of like level design, in terms of building architecture. Is this the break hallway where they all stand in a row and wait to use the water machine? Like,
you've said in the past that you don't like naturalistic level design, and this is very unnaturalistic. So you
sure, but that means that it has to have a purpose in terms of design. There were no enemies down there or anything.
Okay, you're at the very end of the level, I think.
You're still giving me chemicals to mix, as if that's gonna like make any fucking difference.
I think through these doors up here, and through that...
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna fucking save state, because I feel like the first one of these I'm gonna toss down is gonna fucking kill me.
Makes my medicine.
Does the manual
Literally-
say what each of the chemical types do?
No.
I don't believe so.
Alright, so through that door... Oh, shit. Wait. Then I don't know where you are. Because on this playthrough, that had the exact same layout up until right here.
I should find a medkit.
Yeah, I tried. I needed to
yeah.
know. Okay. We have enough to mix up whatever we need. We just need to find a mixing room, and then we'll be fine. It would also help
And
if I could
health.
find... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea where you are now, because the layout was exactly the same up until you turned that corner, and it was like, oh, well, now it isn't.
Maybe they did change the Wii version. Who's to say?
Wound, but it really, really hurts. I should find a medkit.
Fuck,
Anyway,
we used
to
this
answer-
already.
To answer your original question, we're about a third of the way
Fuck.
through this hour-long playthrough.
Yeah.
On
Well,
YouTube.
at least you're not getting dizzy anymore.
There
Oh, there you go.
Hey, rejoice. And I sure hope that people are enjoying this.
Yes.
If this is going to go to 2 or 3 parts. It can't be 3 parts. I surely will.
No.
Just give me a mixing
That's-
room, for Christ's sakes.
That's why I never trust long plays when it comes to trying to figure out how long something's
A
going to
rule
be.
of thumb is always multiply by 2, right? Just like, if it's an hour-long long play, then it'll take 2 hours to do or 3 hours to do on the show, right? That one
I mean, but
betrayed us on this one. I will say the long play in question, the one that we're referencing, solves all the puzzles perfectly. Like, they obviously cheated to get the puzzle solutions for it. Here we
well,
go.
you say that, but
Yeah.
it seems like they're random still.
I think they save state at the beginning of every puzzle, so they
Yep.
know what
Okay. There you go. That would make more sense.
That would be what my guess is, anyway. My educated guess as to how long plays are put together. Fuck, I keep going the wrong way here.
It depends. I have seen some long plays or some videos like boss fight, like all boss fights in the game or something like that, where the person playing it does really badly. Like I might have, I don't know if I mentioned this one on the show before, but there was a Sonic Frontiers all bosses thing. I wanted to look at it. I forgot why I wanted to look at it because I'd already beaten the game, but it was like it took 45 minutes to go through all the bosses, and I was like, that doesn't take that long.
All this blood is probably.
And I watched, and I realized that
I should find a medkit.
the guy didn't use the parry at all. In cases where, like, I didn't know you could beat those boss fights without parrying.
Never meet again.
Goodbye, smelly floor. May we never meet again. That was Stage 7, by the way.
Okay.
Cafeteria. Lunch
Ooh.
break.
Maybe you can get a replacement cake here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's someone's birthday. Wait, it is someone's birthday.
Security barracks now. Just
right? That's why you went to cake.
No, we just wanted. Or maybe it was a birthday thing. I think we just wanted to make our girlfriend happy.
Okay.
I think the line he said he got the cake to help him burn the midnight oil, which
Oh,
implied
okay.
that the cake was going to keep him awake somehow.
Caffeine cake. God, the shotgun is useless. When every gun is a one. Oh,
Dude.
you're stanced up.
That guy realized you saw him, but he's like, if I don't turn...
If I don't look at him, he can't see me either.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this pistol had a different model. Looks like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Walther.
It also has like a massive magazine, it looks like.
Beer King saying we went down from floor 27 to floor 28. I think Cass was just walking downwards.
Yeah.
And I think like the actual level was 28. Cass just went the wrong way, and the thing was like, "Yeah, you're in the hallway, whatever."
Oh, okay. I want to get a start on there. See how far I can make it. Not very far, as it turns out. Okay. Give me a down piece. Can I start going down early? Yeah. Down, down. And let's snake our way through here. Yes, I have one of these doohickeys. Yes, we're perfect.
No, you need
Careful.
one more straight piece. No, use 2 straight pieces. Down,
I can't
you don't
pause.
have the time.
Oh, yep, we got it, we got it.
and then one more.
Oh!
There we
I
go.
think you genuinely had 1 second left there.
Yes. All right. Now that we're in the cafeteria,
We're
guess?
working our way over there.
okay.
Yeah.
So now that we're doing that, I will rate the lunchtime getting food experience that I've had at every place I've ever worked. All right. From top to bottom, best one was when I worked at a Sam's Club.
Of course, the food
Because-
place, yeah.
Yeah, you could get the pizza there. They had some salads that were fine.
I'd stop for something to...
That's where I first had...
Whoops. Company.
Oh, do you need to eat? All right. That was the first place I had Monster Rehab, which is very good. Second best was when I worked at a Starbucks, because I could get like the tomato caprese and stuff like that for a little cheaper. Still a little expensive, which is why it's second. And the lowest was when I worked at Toys R Us, because if you were having lunch based on the things you bought at a Toys R Us, that was a desperation meal.
Yeah, Play-Doh.
No, that was like, my lunch today is going to be chips and some gummy bears and a Pepsi, because I cannot leave and I didn't bring food with me. This is my only food option.
Interesting firefight here, given our limited
Yeah.
means. We're really going to have to make every shot count.
Yeah.
At a distance to boot.
Yeah. It is interesting with the lack of, like, backstory with this, terrorist invasion. Like, there's some world building of how they've clearly set areas up expecting a firefight. It's just it's a shame we don't have more going on to...
Or backup of any sort.
Yeah.
The police are uninterested in this. The SWAT teams haven't arrived.
I guess
Maybe it's like a boy who cried wolf situation, where it's like, you're always saying there's a terrorist attack here, and we always show up, and it's always you laughing, so
Yeah.
we're not gonna... Do you think we're ever gonna get context as to why they're here, what they want, or is it just like is this like in like a superhero comic where like someone's robbing the bank, and why? They're robbing the bank. We just need someone to be a bad guy somewhere.
I want to see something here. This is purely for my edification. We're playing this with a PCSX2, obviously, and I'm running it at double resolution. And I wonder if the Z fighting on walls and stuff would be mitigated if we switch over to software render, a more accurate rendering solution.
Thinking about it. Making all this noise.
Oh, well. Definitely not 100%.
No,
still
okay.
doing it. But I'm curious if that big blue thing you were seeing on the wall, if that comes back.
Oh my god, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah, a part of me is hoping
Oof.
there will be some
short level.
explanation. I don't think we're gonna get cutscenes. We'll probably just get a guy is gonna get to a later level and go, "Oh, I figured out their plan. This puts a real damper on my weekend."
Because we're definitely not going to get a second voice actor.
Almost at the security barracks now. Just need to keep going.
I need to turn the rendering back up again, don't I? Or not? Maybe people should just suffer like this.
I do want to again. I want to
go
see.
ahead and turn it back up for consistency's sake.
Yeah. There we go. Wait, hold on. We should look at the to-do list as well. Nothing funny on this one. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm curious if after he says that he's getting hungry, if the to-do list updates with get a snack.
Grab a sandwich.
He says he's hungry, but he said this food here isn't edible.
Oh.
It's funny every time.
No, you're gonna shoot you. Oh, never mind. You got him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I
Works
melee
both
through
ways.
the wall.
Yeah, it's Dark Souls rules. Like every tactic that works against you also works against the enemies.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a sicko enough. I could at some point see how this runs on real hardware. See if the Z fighting is. It's just how this
I don't
game
like this
do.
one. I'm gonna restart it.
Slime just says, "Well, he's not really hungry then." I literally had this discussion with my niece today because she asked for a cookie, and then I showed her one, and because it wasn't the exact one she wanted, she's like, "Oh, I don't want it then." I'm like, "Well, you're not that hungry then."
Yeah, that's the. I've had conversations, so many conversations with clients to that effect. Especially ones with food aversion.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're not really hungry then.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thought that was a new piece, but then I realized.
No, they're not going to
It's
introduce new
froze.
mechanics at this point. This game's already shown off
Yeah,
its bag
yeah.
of tricks.
Yeah, it was the box like frozen halfway to disappearing. The funny thing I do like though is when I asked her why she didn't want that digestive biscuit anymore after seeing it, she
Well, it's
just
because you call them
did-
fucking digestive biscuits, the most like unappealing name for anything
well,
in the fucking
I
universe.
know, but that is what they're called.
Yeah, wrongly by freaks.
But she straight up told me she didn't know why. She's like, I don't know.
Look, I don't
She's
go
full,
in
so-
on all the British, British detected whatever. I mean, it's funny like occasionally, and if it's well placed or whatever. But in terms of like dialect and dialogue, yeah, I've come up with enough like media and from knowing you for like 15 years and
Yeah,
so on
yeah.
and so forth that I'm not just like oh, it's objectively the wrong way to say this or that's a stupid name for a thing. But digestive biscuits, the word digestive is such an unappealing fucking word in any language, in any context, that just to put it before like biscuit, which are delectable little treats, is just so stupid to me.
No, you're right. It's just because of the way I've always heard that word. There's certain words that
It's like how they call coffee diuretic juice.
Oh, if only. No,
This pistol sucks, by the way. The fire rate on it is bad.
I don't know what the name for it is, but it's the thing where when words are used in removed from their definition, where you don't associate their original meaning, like where movies, like Metal Gear Solid. What is a Metal Gear? When you put those two words separately,
It's a flesh wound, but it's
like they don't mean a walking tank, but you associate the term Metal Gear as its own word. It's like that. It's like because I've heard just it's a digestive biscuit, I don't even hear it as the word digestive anymore. It's like a brand name. It's
Sure, I
human
can agree
brain
with
is
that.
fascinating. We we can forgive a lot.
And what strikes me at this gunfight here? This would be the perfect spot to have explosives to take out the groups of enemies. And this is a level that is decidedly anti giving us chemicals to work with.
Amen.
And so we are forced to solely rely on gunfire. That's maybe not brilliant design. That's maybe a failing of game design here in understanding the tools that you give players and when to deny them and when to. This pistol is the slowest firing one, and it takes 2 shots to kill anyone. Fuck all worthless.
I'm trying to figure out if it could potentially have a lot of bullets in a magazine, or if it's just it's a bug and it's not supposed to, you know, like a shipping bug where it just makes it look like there should be a lot of bullets, but it only fits 6. I don't know.
Okay, I have a strategy here. See if you can figure it out.
What slime generator? Why do you know what CEX is? It's a UK used game and other electronics retailer.
I killed as many as would line up for me there.
Ah, okay, they've watched Nashin's video too. There you go. I understand. I always say CEX, but legitimately the name of that store is Sex. That's how you say it.
I have to kill this guy before I double back.
Madness.
I know I'm at death's door right now. I know one more hit will do it, but...
What is/was that clothing brand? French United Kingdom Connection?
Oh, French Connection UK. Yeah, it was...
UK.
Yeah. Oh,
I had a Fuck shirt once.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Oh no, I think legit, like, the part of marketing was our name abbreviated is close to fuck. And
yeah, I mean,
that's it.
Looks like we made it. Oh, touchscreen for service. Come on, let me have it.
Not that screen. They're just letting you know you can touch a screen for service somewhere.
Also,
what a
slime.
stupid pile of... What? I'm getting Gods and Generals flashbacks. Because that's another game where you can't reload guns half the time. And so their solution is, well, what if we put 20 rifles next to each other for you to pick up? Sniper sequence? Put 20 sniper rifles right next to each other. You're not going to want to reload these fucking things. So... Okay. Refill. That's another half one. Whatever. I prefer the assault rifle over the SMG. I'm favoring the range on it. Wait. I thought that was another bathroom.
Children's meeting room.
Okay, there's the other bathroom here. So you put one bathroom over on this side, then you put the other bathroom over here. That's not how you would have them use the same plumbing. That's why bathrooms are always next to each other, so they can leverage the same, like, piping and stuff. You wouldn't want to build them, like, on opposite sides. Whatever. I should know better than to think about these things. I should know better than to ask questions.
Yeah.
Keep that there. This here.
I mean, it is nice to see video games when they do a good job of making their areas feel realistic. Like it's a crazy thing about GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 for the time. Like, not only was it doing console first-person shooter stuff that was unseen, like they actually built the areas out as realistically layouts-wise possible.
Do I have a vert?
Not yet, no. And no.
Fuck!
Now you do.
Right at the end, yeah.
Ugh. God damn. Brutal. Okay. Never said this game would be easy, folks.
And yeah, Majman's pointing out, the design most of the areas of GoldenEye's real places before playing objectives. And I know why, because the guy who did it was an architect. Genuinely, like most of the GoldenEye team were not video game developers before working on GoldenEye.
Yeah, a lot of it was like B teamers as well. Like they were new
Yeah.
hires at Rare, so that
Yeah.
inexperience allowed them to create something that was truly unique. That was
Yeah.
they didn't realize the import of what they were doing in a lot of cases,
Mhm.
which is fascinating to think about.
Yeah. Dr. Doak was like their IT support guy for the Silicon graphic stuff. That's how he got the job, because he knew how to do that stuff. And then after a while, it's like, oh, I don't want to be a support IT guy. Let me work on games. And they let him.
This is the wine room at the cafeteria at the job site.
And Slime Joe says, hey, you can see that same creative energy replicating the Skyscraper. Hell yeah.
Goddamn
Took
right.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I think these stages with the bigger firefights, with the tougher firefights, barring the garage one, are generally shorter. It appears to be. They're like, hey, if it's going to be a tough fight, we're going to make the level shorter, ultimately. And I think that's a nice design conceit.
Security. From here, I can rule the world, or at least find out where Jill is.
One or the other. Also, I like how when you start the level, the gun model is like where it would traditionally be in a video game.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the level actually starts, as soon as the camera kicks in, it's just all the way down here, completely obscured by the heads-up display.
Security has a nice lobby. Got sofas and couches. Oh, what was that picture on the wall? Is it cool? These guys can't give you even a second to appreciate the art. It's messed up. So you know they're evil.
Who's to say? Who fucking knows? This game so often tempts me to play it like a run and gun, right? I just want to like run down these hallways like John McClane's fucking strafing while like firing it off the SMG.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't really play it like that, despite the fact that you're picking up guns, that there should be momentum to some extent. It is, while it's deliberate, it's also confused. They had objectives in mind, they had things they wanted to do with the design of this, but did not have the know-how to like fully realize and accomplish. They did not know how to pair their lofty ambitions with the design that would best facilitate some of these design decisions. You know what I mean? Like, corridors, hallways, endless hallways is not the ideal environment for something where you're constantly picking up guns and on the move. You want an open area. You need cover to make this sort of thing work. As much as I don't love taking cover, you need it to be able to like take a moment to breathe, to calculate what your route through a thing will be.
Yeah.
You can't just always be moving. You can't always be running and gunning.
Yeah.
Gotta pee.
Gotta
Gotta pee.
Yeah, whatever that
Ooh.
moves. Oh! Yeah, it was just a trick. You thought you was aimlessly running into a wall. No. I knew you were coming.
Why can't I open this bathroom? There's usually med kits in the bathrooms. I found this, recognize the restroom sign. There's, oh, healing.
Yeah, that's... The random locked doors is also a little unfortunate. Especially because they don't visualize anything to note they're locked.
They could have done with less doors, less rooms, less copy-pasted, ultimately worthless rooms. Like this. Did this room need to be open? No. Not at all.
Yeah. It's weird that sometimes they do put stuff in the rooms and then they just decide randomly on this level, yeah, we're not going to do chemical mixing on it, so... Oh.
Got a leg shot on him. So he did react to locational damage in a sense. So that's something. You know, we just hadn't noticed that earlier because most guns are just one-hit kill, but there are layers to this game.
Medicine is a minor convenience in an otherwise...
Yeah, I need the eyesight pills. I'm working on it. Nothing here. Get rid of this fucking shotgun. Looking the wrong way, buddy. Okay, we came from...
Still confused how this is apparently the security floor.
Okay, yeah, wrong way.
Getting a little trippy. It's fun, but not very practical. I need to find some medication.
Oh, I didn't know that law. Apparently,
He's
Vision
enjoying
gets
this.
like this. Yeah, it's fun.
But not
least.
necessarily practical, as he said. Nothing in these conference rooms.
Yes. Yeah, funny security flaw, apparently.
Oh, thank God. Wait. No eyesight
Yeah,
medication. Just...
No. Yeah. Weird they didn't put them both together, because they normally do in the bathrooms.
Place makes my medicine is a minor convenience in another
Locked.
situation.
I know there's a
I
door
think-
I can do the password passkey on, but I'm hoping that I can find another bathroom or something anywhere that has my medication, which is looking less likely by the second.
Good idea.
Speaking of
Bad idea. Collecting
speaking of
ammunition.
getting sick and gradually losing HP, I might need to tap out for the evening.
Oh, yeah, you okay? Or I guess not.
Yeah,
I guess
I don't feel very good right now. So, y'all have
Alright.
fun. Hopefully, you finish it in the next 30
yeah,
minutes.
somehow, Dad, I think you'll have to. I think
Okay.
we'll have to continue with this
Yes.
some other night. But get well soon, Sharky.
Yeah, rest well.
I might possibly see you later tonight, but I'm a little out of it right now. Something's not up.
Copy.
Goodbye. I'm not gonna waffle on it. See y'all, chat.
All right, it's just you and me, Johnny. Can we solve this puzzle without Sharky's moral support?
Oh.
I think I can. I think I can
yeah,
just
yeah.
manage it. Yep. All right.
So,
Ay,
I think
oh
what
God!
this game
Oh Jesus! Oh.
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 Okay. I guess... What is this place? I guess this is a
The
security
armory
room.
at the science lab.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
This makes me think that you are just making evil shit here. You can't be doing good research here.
Are we the baddies? Well, now I need heals.
Yeah.
Collecting.
That room, the way it was made by developers was very like doing the best with what you could. Like we don't have time to render
I do.
like actual gun racks and things like that. So just
Put them on
get
a table.
We have a table model. So I do have a question because it got mentioned earlier.
Sure.
So how does this specifically compare to spy games elevator action?
Elevator mission. They couldn't use
Mission,
elevator action
yes,
ultimately.
Yeah. That was
well,
a mistake on my part.
You can check out the review on the website, badgamehallfame.com/spy-games.elevator-mission. Better. I mean, I'd have to see how the Wii version of this game compares to that specifically, since, you know, they do the same thing where, you know, where you aim on the screen is dictated by the Wii mode and movement is separate from it. But this is definitely more interesting. There's more layers to this, right? There's more ambition to this one for fucking certain.
Yeah.
That game becomes a real slog. It moves a little quicker, I will say. You're clearing floors in record time, but there's no like real narrative. There's only really 5 tile sets, as it were.
But it's weird.
Each of them divided into like 10 or 20 or however many fucking floors on each. But it's hard to describe that game.
Yeah. I think I'm noticing what this game is doing because we've had some levels where the chemicals kind of disappear or you find the less the health things. I think this was a mistake on their part, but I think what they're doing is, oh, well, this floors doesn't have chemical mixing stuff because law, right? It wouldn't be on this part of the building, so we're not giving you any. And, oh, you're not finding much of your medication on the security level because it's the security level.
All right, I'm
But-
making a save state here at the start because this is the start of the area, so I want to try to mentally map
Yeah.
this as much as I can while I progress through it.
Like, which
Flesh wound, but it's really...
could be executed well in theory, but I don't think this game has enough tools to compensate for, oh, you're not going to find as much medication or chemicals on this floor.
Security
Oh,
level 3
hostages.
pass card. Yeah. So one of the things we definitely need to do is check these rooms more thoroughly, because one of them might have like one of those terminals with the slide puzzle on. Because I can't I remember this room now. Well, I'm sure we'll have to come back here with the level 3 card for the hand reader. I don't know. Don't ask me how the security card will help us with a hand scanner, with a fingerprint scanner, but...
The fact that this place makes my medicine is a minor convenience. In another wise.
Alright, so I got a few comments from read here. Video Game King asks, wait a minute, terrorists are on this floor, they know it's a room full of guns, nobody's guarding it.
Moving at 300 meters.
This is... Okay, this is headcanon, probably on my part, me compensating for the devs, but because this feels so much like Die Hard 1, and you know, there was the question of like, why Zo please come in. I've logicked it that it's the same premise as Die Hard 1, where they've cut the lines and they've set it up, where they have like a fake person at the desk who's like, oh yeah, nothing's wrong, we're closed up for the night. And they assume they've killed all the guards, so why would you guard the guns, you know?
But, you know, we've also been killing their dudes for the past 3 hours nearly.
Yeah, the text of the game does not support that theory, but
we're absolutely going to run out of health in the next minute, by the way, because this is such a weird, labyrinthian floor to navigate. Yeah, and Magibiaz points out the lack of map or any form of in-world navigation, like signs, is pretty egregious right now. Yeah, we're not even getting the guiding light you were getting earlier. This earlier on, like the early levels, because I think they were a little smaller. I was like, oh, okay, you wouldn't have a map. This guy wouldn't have a map. But they're getting big enough now where it's like, yeah, you can drop that pretense. Like they should have just given you a map in this.
Need a medkit.
Even if it didn't fit the kind of realistic idea they're going for.
Oh, please tell me this is progress.
No?
Well, I'm going to need the security card for that one, for sure.
Vision's getting a little trippy. It's fun, but not very...
Oh, it's super fun.
I need to find some medication. Thinking about it, leaking all this blood is probably against health and safety regulations.
I'm wondering how much of this guy's voice acting, like, does he sound this nasally, or is it some weird issue with how they recorded it? Obviously, very different comparison, but I think of when people think of acting in like older media, you know, like the black and white era, and you think of people talking like this.
Yeah, the transatlantic accent or what have you.
A bit of that, but apparently a lot of the tone of that is just the recording quality of the time removes like almost all the bass from like the voices, so it doesn't sound how it would have sounded like on the set.
It's also a concomitant thing, because that's another aspect of that, is that a lot of those people were stage performers who were used to playing through the balconies, so like their performances are heightened.
Oh yeah.
Multitude of factors.
Yeah.
Oh.
But even non-acting stuff, like if you're just watching like recording of actual people just talking normally from that era, that's why it sounds different. And even these days, like still, you know, I say these days, but this game is like 15 years old at this point almost.
Bad idea.
But if you have a weird mic, you can sound just like really nasally when you're not.
I do need a medkit.
So I wonder if it's just really bad recording, or if this guy legitimately was just really sick when he recorded this. And they're like, no, we've only got the booth for a day. We can't
Afford to be doing takes. Please tell me this is the door that opens. No.
We don't have the budget to replace you, and we can't move to next week when your sinus is cleared.
Unpleasant situation. 'Tis but a flesh wound, but it really, really hurts. I should find a medkit.
Which one of these fucking doors is it? I'm getting nasally because I'm getting congested again as I'm playing this, but I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I just load the state at this point because I'm just like, well, I know it was in this general direction, but you fuck up one turn and suddenly you really feel like you're in a completely different part of the floor. It's just...
Yeah, and I do feel like these floors are getting bigger, which doesn't make much sense.
If I have to find mercenaries anywhere.
I don't know if that's how skyscrapers work. The higher you get, the bigger the floor space is.
Good idea. Collecting ammunition. Bad idea. Ammunition moving at 300.
This stinks.
Need a medkit.
this... Yeah, no, fuck it. Give up on this one. Okay. So if I remember, it is to the left once we make it to the fork here. To the right, no good. To the left, yes.
Collecting ammunition. Bad idea. Collecting ammunition, moving at 300.
Yeah, I'll try and pay attention, but my sense of direction is not even great in real life.
Here it
and
is.
if I... Yeah.
And then do a save state again.
Like, even games I'm good at, I end up checking the map a lot.
Yes. As is my instinct as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the way we need to go. That's the way we need to double back to at some point. Alright. Can I hack this?
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a big survival horror guy, but, like, yeah, I'm constantly checking the maps, and legitimately, so, like, there's an area in Silent Hill 1 near the end of the game, you don't get a map, it's, for that reason alone, it's my least favorite part in, like, those original games. Because...
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it, I just can't do the mental map. Especially that area, because it's intentionally, like, non-Euclidean.
Yes. They're not gonna give me the fucking wire I need. I just know this is fucked. I just know it's... Can I do anything here? Can I salvage this in any sort of way? No! I needed one that went up and to the right. And they just refuse to give you the one that you need in a given moment.
Yeah, these being random is egregious. Like, it was a bad idea.
I mean, as long as there's no penalty for it, I mean, it's still tedious. That's the ultimate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be worse.
And the fact that you have to pay time.
Yeah. Like, if you were to make these random, it should be like they're randomly generated, like, at the start of a level. But it seems like they're, you know, whatever algorithm, whatever system you use to randomly generate these doesn't account for multiple ways to beat them. There's just so many times where it's like, yeah, getting the right pieces is luck. Oh.
I'm losing my mind here. You're getting very genuine cast reactions out of this episode, folks. That's... The dread is real.
Yeah.
It's like into the fray once more.
Yeah. Like, the parts I like about this game are not really on its execution, it's more what it was trying to go for. I would love to see a really good version of what this game's trying to do.
Yes. I mean, ultimately, what you know what that is? Just Die Hard on the NES.
Yeah, I need to put more time into that game.
It's good. I think it's solid. I think it's unfairly maligned, like so many games are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the unfortunate bit. If you try and just do two long straight lines, that seems to be a failure. They don't really let you get away with that.
I just don't want to do the snaking shit all the time because...
Oh, yeah, no, I get it.
That has its own pitfalls.
Yeah.
It has its own traps that they can spring on you at inopportune moments. I want to bypass the blockage there, but it's not going to let me. I'm going to have to do some snaky shit. Yeah, here. And then I need...
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Give you a lot of left. Yeah, oh. Ah, yeah, we remembered you
Not this time, motherfucker.
Tis better.
Actually, I guess he forgot.
Really hurt.
Oh, weird. That wasn't a full heal, that
No,
medkit.
they aren't full heals. They've never been full heals. They're
Oh,
just...
Oh, okay.
It's probably like 50% or something like that, right? And then you just have to hope to find another one. And a green pack.
Mm-hmm.
Also, notice how some of these weapons have scopes on them that we can't actually utilize or leverage.
Yeah.
You know, he's a gun amateur. He doesn't know how to look through a scope. He doesn't understand what the purpose of it is.
Yeah. weirdly enough, that was kind of a common thing on the PlayStation 2.
But not very practical.
I sure hope I killed that guy.
Like they'd sometimes give weapons scopes, and they would still let you zoom. They just wouldn't actually use the scope to do it. I think Killzone 1 has that.
I had to just spray and pray there, and it's gonna bite me in a second, isn't it?
It doesn't make sense much that like when his condition is bad, he takes like poison, like RPG poison damage.
Gives me a migraine headache.
Ah!
Good idea. Collecting ammunition. Bad idea.
They needed more lines or less lines. Less talking in general.
Yeah. Like the first time you get into these like status, you know, low health, low pills, makes sense. And you know, this is a late era game. I don't know if it came out. I don't think it was a CD based game.
Fake hallway, useless hallway.
Yeah,
can't open the door.
Yeah, because PlayStation 2 discs, if they were on CDs, the smaller format, they would have blue discs, and the ones on eBay are not blue.
Good idea.
So I wonder what the disc space is being used up by.
Bad idea.
It's a sweeping score, clearly.
Meters per second. I do need a medkit.
Oh, why does this... Okay, yeah, this is a great question. Slime Generator says, forgive me if I'm misremembering the manual, but why does this FOV affecting illness kill him if it gets bad enough? We don't even know what it is, so...
Yeah, they couldn't even give a name. They couldn't even give a bullshit name to this condition.
Yeah. And I don't think the manual even mentioned that it will inevitably kill you.
We hacked open doors,
Thinking about it.
but no progress has been made.
Safety regulations. I should find a medkit.
Oh, and I'll mention this because correction on what Video Game King's saying here. It's not that the eye medication helps with getting shot, but when you've taken damage recently, the pills degrade quicker. Oh, geez. Okay. So the outer edge. Okay. That's not too long.
Yeah.
And then counterclockwise from here.
Like,
Up. And then backwards from here, yeah.
Okay, good. That was so easy to miss, though, because it was behind a desk, and there's usually nothing in these rooms. All right, all access pass, he says. Now we need to remember where the slidey, where that kind of... First of all, let me just double check. Nope, still can't get into the bathroom. Still can't just unlock every door now. Okay.
Yeah, Magic Meow's mentioned it's really funny. They show you the solution to those.
It's the only way we're going to solve them.
Yeah. Though you've got an all access pass to Disneyland now, which is cool.
Beautiful. Can't wait.
If this was in England, it could have been a Legoland pass, but I don't think that's where we are. It's weird. The way those slide puzzles work, I feel like they put them in, and someone early on said, actually, a lot of people can't do slide puzzles. So then someone's like, okay, I'm going to change them a little bit, so it's a memory game. So it uses like the slide puzzle mechanics, but you have limited turns, and we're just going to show you the order. Oh god, we're still on this security floor, aren't we?
Collecting ammunition.
Yeah.
Yeah, these levels have gone way longer.
I know where I need to go. I just don't know how to get there. I need to get into that room where the guy was clipping his gun through the wall with the swipe.
Oh well, you've yeah. Well, you definitely have the pass for it now.
Yes, that is why I know I need to go there. It's just the problem is, which fucking direction was it in? And can we make it there before I run out of health and/or vision, which will also impede on our health?
Collecting ammunition.
I got stuck on a door frame there, which didn't help me at all.
Collecting ammunition moving at 300 meters per second.
Okay, I do remember it was a door that would be on your left.
Getting a little trippy. It's fun, but
I guess that depends on your
definition relative to where...
Yeah.
I did drop a save state, so I can...
What happened there? He normally makes multiple grunt sounds. Just got the one there.
Okay. No, I don't know where we are, is the problem.
Yeah.
Because this is all just labyrinth to me. This
is that it?
Here?
Yeah.
Give me a fucking med kit. Oh, there we go. Oh!
Ooh, okay. Okay, good start.
Okay. Wait.
Oh no, there's multiple of the same one. Okay, yeah.
You can't do that in these. That's not how this shit works.
No, I've definitely played matching games where they do that. As long as it's an even number, it works.
It's gonna completely throw off my methodology for this.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was that one.
Okay. Fuck! Yeah, I remember where DNA strand is. Where's Super Saiyan? I drop radioactive headphones. DNA strand.
It's DNA.
One of these is eyedropper, right?
There it is.
Ooh. Here? No, okay. One of these is headphone guy, right? No, it's glasses guy. That's man with no hat.
Mm-hmm.
Super Saiyan. Glasses guy. Isotope.
Oh, the limited terms on this is... And they don't even do the nice thing where you gain a life when you match right.
I'm always gonna get those two mixed up. Which one was it?
Oh, no, I think on the right. Yeah, there.
Isotope. Headphones.
No, that one that one I don't remember. I want to say it's next to it. There we go. Oh, there's headphones. Okay, we could do this.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Ay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
I guess that's a security camera POV that's supposed to be. That was one of the objectives, find out where the hostages were.
They took them up to the penthouse executive office. Classy. Wine and diner hostages. Yeah, I almost feel left out.
Oh, guy's such an asshole. I love it.
Yeah, I'm over it at this point. The camera went through a door that we can't open, by the way. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to route us through something that we can't fucking go through. Whatever.
Oh, it didn't, like, become open?
No, but they did open up.
Oh. Woo. Yeah, I am Headful Sister Finn, I was thinking, yeah, sitting around the campfire. Yeah, it's like executive suite, but they're, you know, they're all sitting on the floor in a small room.
The leisure suite.
Didn't look that fancy.
This will probably be the last level we play tonight.
Yeah, roughly halfway point, probably.
There is bound to be a mobile phone lying around in the executive leisure suite.
Finally getting the bright idea to call it in. I guess we didn't have our own mobile phone. Sorry, mobile telly. Sorry, I want to be respectful too.
That's not what they say. The telly is television. Come on.
A telly on wheels, then.
But no, that's what you wheel into the school when you've got like a...
When you have a presentation, when the teacher is drunk and they don't want to teach their class, yeah.
Oh, what is going on in this room?
Someone's smoking that good kush.
Yeah. Oh, it's a sauna? Maybe it's supposed to be a... Wait, is this supposed to be a sauna?
I think it is, because it's a leisure suite, right?
Hell yeah. Oh, maybe this game's set in Sweden. Or Finland. If you've got any Finnish bras in the community, shout out. I'm a fan of Hanoi Rocks, which I imagine most Finnish people do not know. That's the kind of music I'm into. Foreign bands that the country of origin also hasn't heard of.
Yeah, that would describe my musical taste as well, wouldn't it? The pool.
Oh, this is a fancy floor. This just adds to my theory that this company cannot be making good stuff with their science.
No, they're monsters.
You got this kind of money, you're not curing cancer.
Well, they made the cure for what ails this fucking guy. So. Where'd that dude even fucking come from? Probably one of those doors over there, if I had to guess.
Alright. Did I actually pick up the pills there?
Yes, it did. It topped me off.
Because I thought your pills were up near full anyway. No, I think if you could... Can you poke your gun in far enough to shoot him?
No, but...
Because that did work.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah. It did work at some point. You did manage to poke through.
I think it depends on the door. If it's one of these security locked doors, they don't want enemies intersecting it, potentially getting through it, busting their intended progression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gaskin asks about, do they say what this disease is? Nope. The manual just calls it rare. It's a rare condition.
Yeah, if you're collecting diseases, it's going to be one of the tougher ones to find. Oh, sweet, merciful. And keep coming back here if we need to. At least a couple more times. Alright, what's my... Yeah, I don't want 2 shotguns, that's for goddamn certain. People are shooting us from the other side, through, like, there. We're not getting hit by it, but it means that we're going to have to do a lot of wrapping around. Can we go in the water? Can we go in this, very flashy water?
I don't want to get wet.
My condition means I can't get wet. I'll go up and smoke like the Wicked Witch of the West, then.
As much fun as it would be to have a splash about, I don't think my company's health plan covers it.
Mobile phone. Statistical probability.
Okay. I was wondering, you definitely did not take damage in the cutscene.
Collecting ammunition.
No, that was still messed up. They let the enemies come in while you were stuck looking one way.
Meters per second. I do need a medkit.
God damn. It really never ends.
Yeah, there are way too many of these. I don't think even Bioshock 1 was this bad. I guess they were mostly optional there as well, was the thing.
There's only one piece I need.
Yep.
And the game will not give it to me. Wait. I can hack it. Whew.
Whew. It really comes off like the puzzle intentionally makes it harder to find the one piece you need. Right at the end.
Oh
Oh, that guy's a crack fucking
shot.
shot. Yeah.
And I don't think did I save state at all in this level?
I don't think you did, no.
I'm gonna call it here. I think we're gonna call it at this point.
Yeah.
I do want to show one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Resume game. Let's find our save. Stage 10. So check this out. You can either continue story mode or free play, which is just your level select, right?
Yeah. Oh, look, spoil. So we do have a map. We just don't get to use it.
You don't get to use it during the actual level.
I would... You know what? It'll take some work. I would love to find out if these maps do match up with the actual levels.
There's entirely the chance that they don't.
Yeah.
Like this cafeteria. Where's the big cafeteria room on this?
Yeah. Unless the...
But let me I want to pick a level because there's one
down.
other interesting thing about this free play mode. Play as Jill. Food fight. You're unlocking cheats as you're beating the levels.
Oh, that is kind of cool. Slow bullets as well.
So just to show off here. Let's see what a food fight looks like in this. Let's see what Jill looks like, too.
Will we?
I had just popped across the road
Maybe not.
so that we could keep burning the midnight.
What is up with his shirt, by the way?
Things
He's got some stains on it.
out at the office. Today was
Maybe it's supposed to be like his end of game shirt, but they forgot to.
limited knowledge of firearms.
You know? Like, it's supposed to be like, battle
Yeah.
damaged in some capacity, but...
This is definitely one of them.
By the way...
Huh?
To face him,
Yeah, food fight.
Seeing the guards dead on the floor made me.
Okay, okay, you can get in cover. That's how you'll see what the character looks like. There you go.
Seeing them dead also made me.
But we're still getting all this dude's fucking clip, so it's a...
Also made
Yeah.
me feel guilty.
I mean, Chef JL said, if it's a lady with the accent, it's gets them right going. So maybe this does it for them. Let me know in chat. Oh no!
We have infinite ammo for it, though, basically.
Yeah, but it. Oh, it's
Wow.
Fester's quest. It curves. It doesn't shoot straight.
It is but a flesh wound, but it really, really hurts.
So, it's shooting
What
paper.
is
When
this?
the cupcake explodes, the particle
Yeah.
effect is pieces of paper, and also it does damage to us.
Ah, that is one thing I was going to mention. That one way you spice up a game of this style is you do a lot of destructible stuff in the office space. It's a very different game, obviously, but I was thinking of Crisis Zone recently.
Well, I'm always
And
thinking
that's
about
how they-
Crisis Zone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're going to part 2 on this one.
Yeah.
Ay. Oh, well, Charky was supposed to be in the middle here, but
Yeah.
since they ducked out, we're spaced apart. We're
Yeah.
social distancing here.
Yeah. In respect to our fallen compadre.
Well, I wasn't expecting this, but I guess you'll have to join us next Tuesday for the thrilling conclusion to Skyscraper.
Skyscraper, if going by the Die Hard naming convention.
It's an interesting one. I do hope people stick around. I do hope people come back for an episode 2 of this, even though so much of this game is admittedly quite samey between the hallways and stuff. But it's I'm interested in parts of this. There's potential here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the major failings are field of view. I was gonna say the gunplay. It's not the gunplay so much as it is just the lack of healing. That's really it. Which is like old school difficulty you can claim. I don't know, the balance. Let's just call it balance for now until I can really see what the end of the game has in store for us.
Yeah. And I'm more curious. We didn't get too much a chance to see what the explosive stuff done because it's disappeared for a couple of levels.
Weirdly inconsistent when it comes to that stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it picks up in the back half at all.
Yeah.
Labyrinthian levels, that's probably the worst part. If I had to isolate the biggest issue, it's just that I am not equipped to deal with navigation on this sort of level. It should have had a map system,
Yeah,
etc.
You gotta do those you gotta do those kind of levels. You need a map.
But we will see next week, I suppose.
Yeah.
What how this shapes up, how this concludes, what other cheats we can unlock, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Thank you, folk, for tuning in tonight. Also, I should probably this is probably the best place to do the what's coming up next. Thursday, you are finishing Devil May Cry 2. You and Sharky are finishing.
Yes. Yeah.
You better finish it. The Lucia campaign, I hear, is shorter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I would be shocked if we don't finish it, unless something seriously goes wrong somehow.
Thursday. Look forward to it. Saturday. I think we actually have something planned for Saturday. Let me check the stream schedule. Let's double check it. Yes, we are coming back with an episode of Pitiful Party Games. What party game will we play? Between me, Charky, Johnny, and Sid, we will. You'll have to wait and see, or we'll announce it a little closer to it. This is code for we haven't decided what party game we're gonna play yet.
Yeah.
But that we know we want to do a party game night, so please look forward to that. And then that will do it for the show tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, consider joining our Discord. For starters, at discord.gg/bghof. And if you really like the show, consider financially supporting us by pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access to the Patreon Saints channel on said Discord server, wherein you can vote in polls, make suggestions, help steer the direction of the show, so on and so forth. We will be having to put up a poll sooner rather than later. Once you finish DMC2, we're going to put up another poll, so we're going to have to decide that in the next couple days, I reckon. If not by tonight, we need to decide what it is and have that poll ready to go as soon as DMC2 ends.
Yeah.
We will figure that out, and so people will be able to vote on that in that channel or on Patreon. If you can't financially support us, we completely understand. Consider sharing our videos with folk you know. We have a playlist on YouTube. It's called Suggested Viewing. It contains some hand-picked episodes, 20 of them as a matter of fact, that we think make for good onboarding onto this show thing that we do. Or maybe you know someone who's a real big fan of Skyscraper. Maybe you know someone who's a fan of Die Hard and appreciates the bottle movie setup. Maybe you know a scientist with a rare medical condition who can relate to our monotone protagonist in this. We leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. Who is streaming at this hour? We shall find out. And send a raid their away. I'm trying to find someone playing any bad games in particular, but I will send folk Author Blues' way. They're not playing a bad game. In fact, they're playing a great game. They're playing Katamari Damacy, the original. This is a PS2 game, so that's our through line there. And then they're a friend of the show as well, so please let them know that the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you. That will do it for us tonight. I have been Nearsighted Cass.
And I have been the 21st president, Johnny Baghead.
And on behalf of Charky, they have some sort of nickname too, I'm sure. And I don't know how to speak in place of someone else. Bye!
Good night, everybody.